Hello there, fellow collectors. Welcome back to another episode of Sneak Peek, episode number 20. I can't believe it, number 20 already. I am your host, EvilSneaker, and I am here with the up-and-comer, aka Mr. Meow, aka this Justin, aka Justin, aka How Ya What's up, bro?
Wow.
How you doing tonight, man?
Let's go. Oh man, I'm doing good. You know, nice little Sunday evening sneak peek. Couldn't keep up with all the announcements, releases this week, man. So it's gonna be fun to talk about them because we just had a lot. You know, I wasn't expecting that much stuff, so it's a lot to talk about tonight, and you know, a little later start than normal, but still gonna be a great episode.
Yeah, dude, I'm excited to talk about it. I was like, so it was crazy. I was thinking about when we did the show last week, and I'm like, I was doing the thumbnail this afternoon for the show. I've been busy. I had a busy weekend, but I'm doing the thumbnail, and I'm like going through the figures, and I'm like, damn, this is like crazy how many different like figures are out. And then I look at it, and it's basically like 6. One thing I didn't even put on the thumbnail 5 days ago was they released like the HONO Wolverine as well. So I didn't even put that on the thumbnail, but like I couldn't even fit it all in the title of the stream. There's so many figures out, but yeah, man, looking forward to it. Lots of fun stuff to talk about tonight. But before we do that, guys, welcome back, like I said, to another episode of Sneak Peek, where we talk about all of the 6 scale news for the week that you need to know about. If you like the show, please like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and check out Justin's channel as well. The link is always in the description for his stuff. I've been working on my intros for the show.
Yeah, dude, that sounded like a true like news broadcast right there.
Dude, that's what we are. That's what we are. We are 6 scale news now.
Yeah,
that's what we've become. But yes, guys, if you like the video, I greatly appreciate it. And if you like what we do, please consider joining the Evil Empire as well. We got a ton of members I see already in the chat. But if you want to take that extra step in supporting the channel, it would mean the world to me if you join the Evil Empire. Really appreciate everybody who has already. You get a bunch of cool stuff, members only shout outs. You see the intro screen, you get the outro screen. Different tier levels have different perks. Got a bunch of cool badges in the chats and a bunch of cool emoji to use in the chat as well as always. So please consider joining if you haven't already. And then of course, guys, go check out undergroundfigures.net. A lot of you already have as well. You can get 5% off MSRP. There's a lot of stuff shipping right now. Everything is double box shipping free of charge. You probably don't have to pay tax, so you save a good chunk of money. I just got a shipping notification today on a couple things, so very excited about that. Yes, Justin got a new figure. Got a new figure. Do you want to talk about the figure real quick?
Yeah, wait till after the show, but if you wouldn't mind, go check out my review on the Iconic Studios Patrick Bateman. I just thought it was a good segue. Underground, once again, just great shipping time. Came packaged really well. But yeah, even if you don't check out the video, just a fantastic figure. So if you're into that movie, into that type of, it's my first like iconic piece. So like I'll definitely be getting another one because this one's really good.
Yeah, very cool, man. I saw your review, and I know you're trying to like kind of find like your specific review style. It's hard early on. Like I'm still like kind of working through exactly how I do it, but yeah, dude, I like the video. I watched it. That figure is really cool, dude. I have not seen the movie.
That's all right, man.
Haven't seen the movie. Yes, haven't seen the movie, but maybe one day. I got a big
you're not really big into horror. I mean, this isn't really it's a horror movie, but it's like kind of like a dark comedy as well. So it's one of those type of movies, you know.
Yeah,
it's honestly more of a comedy in my opinion, but definitely some horror elements for sure.
Yeah, I need to check it out. I've heard, just obviously a bunch about it and stuff, so I need to check that out. But yes, guys, anyways, go check out Underground Figures. And also, if you're looking to get any cases like the ones I have behind me, go check out MODUSPACE, and you can get $20 off using the code SNEAKER in all caps. Get $20 off your order and get yourself some cases. With that being said, shall we address the wonderful chat?
Oh yeah, 32 in the building on a 32 Sunday
in the building.
night.
Hit that like button. We got Valkyrie Magnus stopping in before the show, a Grand Admiral of the channel. Have a great show tonight, guys. My flight home was delayed by 2 hours, so I won't make it home in time for the live stream. I'll catch it later. Have fun. Well, thank you so much for stopping in, Valkyrie, and hopefully you have a safe flight. We got Tristan in the house. Channel member says, what's up, guys? Hope all is well. I will join the chat after House of the Dragon. Hashtag make Aemon Targaryen. Crazy Tristan, along with, there's a few people. Tristan, the movie canon, Thrawn's office, Reese, the Mall Fiend, and Cage, who are now all on their 7th month of channel membership. It's crazy. So I appreciate you guys. You guys now get a new badge next to your name in chat for the going on. It's a 6-month badge, but I say like you're going on like the 7th month of it. So very, very cool. So I appreciate you guys. Yeah, basically supported the channel from the beginning. So really appreciate it. We got another Grand Admiral in the house, I believe. Giovan, dude, it's crazy. There's so many people. There's so many people.
Yeah, it's a good problem to have. It's a good problem to have.
Hello all, happy Sunday. I finally beat the Elden Ring DLC and am free from my addiction for now. Dude, I have not even started it. I really need to because I really want to play it. Looking forward to it. Let's see here. We got Zach Davenport in the house. What's up, Zach? He says, noise. I'm playing Helldivers right now. Great game. Great game. I wish I had more time to play video games. I just don't. We got Prime Time Reviews in the house. What's up, dude? He says, what's up, guys? Sitting here posing Love and Thunder Thor. Very underrated figure. Yeah, him and I have been chatting, talking about figures. Man, I'm so weak. I'm just so weak talking about.
What, did you get
figures. No, I did not. I'm not getting these figures. We'll talk about it.
Well, we're going to talk about a few figures that
we're going to talk about some figures.
I'm thinking about too this episode.
Yeah, we're going to talk about some figures tonight for sure. We got Justin, aka How You Figure in the house. What's up, dude? Grand Admiral of the channel. He says, what's up, everyone? Hey, Justin, how you doing?
I'm good.
Good. All right, good. We got another Grand Admiral, AJ Grusa in the house. Hello, friends. I hope all is well. Hope all is well with you, AJ. Thank you for being here. We got Nomar in the house, the Evil Empire. Let's go. And How You Figure celebrates 5 months of membership. Sneak peek live. Let's go. I appreciate it, dude. Really, really appreciate it. We got Grand Moff Cage in the house. Evening, everyone. Hope you're well. Hope you are doing well. Also, Cage, thank you for being here as always. AJ says, wow, 20 already? Where does the time go? I know, episode 20. It's crazy. Crazy. And look at that. Prime Time Reviews, Brandon just became a member. Thank you so much, bro. Welcome to the Evil Empire. Really appreciate it, man. And I've really enjoyed chatting with you as well. So, yes, thank you for stopping in the stream. Thank you for joining up. I don't know what. Smart Water. Brought to you by Smart Water.
Product placement, baby. We're getting big now.
We're getting big, baby. Let's go. But thank you so much, man. Really appreciate your support of the channel and really appreciate you as a friend as well. So thank you so much. We got Doc Bat in the house as always. Says hello, friends. What's up, Doc Bat? We got Stacy, aka Jedi291 in here. Hey, good evening, everyone. Let's talk figures. Yes, we shall. We got MB Dyson in the house. Says hello, fellas. What's up, MB Dyson? Here as always. Thank you so much for being here. We got Christian Cooper. What is up, dude? He says, what's up, Steven, Justin, everyone in the chat. Hope everyone is having a good night. You as well, bro. Thank you for being here. We got Cylon, another channel member in the house. Says, hi, everyone. Grail Night. Let's go.
Hey, that's funny. I mentioned that when we were talking backstage. I was like, man, look at all these grails that have come out this week.
Look at all these grails, man. Look at all these grails. We got another Grand Moff, Eric Hankey in the house, or Hanky. I'm not sure. I'm going to go with Hanky. Eric Hankey. Because I had a friend with the same Hanky. I had a friend with the same last name, and it was Hanky. But regardless, Grandma.
My money's on Hanky.
What's up, everyone? Well, he can tell us if he wants to, or not. Doesn't have to at all.
Yeah, you don't have to. Keep it a mystery. That's cool.
We got Grand Admiral Jose Gifted Hernandez in the house. He says, "What's up, everyone?" Smashing that Padawan emoji. What's up, bro? Thank you for being here. We got Austin, aka they call me Queso Blanco. He says, "Can we please get on with the show? You guys waste too much time on exposition. Maybe about to leave and watch Avatar. We'll take it up a bath."
Dude, we've created a cinematic universe on these shows, man. Because
I love it,
dude. Reference to another stream we did, so that's cool, man. Good to see you.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Every Dice says, just ordered. Is it Data and Geordi from Exo6? Any Trek fans out there? Never seen Star Trek. Never got into it. Never seen it. I'm sure I'd like it if I did. I just never got into it.
Hot take. I wasn't into Star Trek at all, but I loved the Chris Pine trilogy. You know, like the 2009. I really liked all those movies. I don't know if anybody agrees with me on that, but that kind of got me into Trek for a little while. But I've never gone back and watched like the show, which is odd. But
there you go.
Not a fan of that movie?
Huh? Wait, what movie?
You didn't like the Star Trek movies?
I never seen them. I never seen them.
Oh, okay.
I never seen any Star Trek. Yeah. We got Blade Skywalker in the house. Hey, Evil Sneaker, you probably remember me. I wonder if I can have one of your figures. I'm a huge fan, please. Thank you for being a fan of the show, but you cannot have any of my figures. I apologize, but thank you for being
Blade Skywalker, man. That's a cool name, dude.
Christian says, shout out to Steve and Primetime Reviews with helping me get my mace Windu. You're so welcome, bro. Christian got his mace. Look at that.
I guess I didn't help either, huh, Christian?
No.
I kept him motivated, man.
You kept him motivated, but
yeah,
dude, just another a really good example of just, you know, having just good friendships in the community and helping people out. I know Christian really wanted a mace, and I was talking to Brandon, aka Primetime Reviews, about it, and he ended up hooking up Christian with a mace that he didn't really need, courtesy of Underground Figures. So shout out to both you guys, and yeah, appreciate Brandon doing that. It was really awesome of him to do that. And Christian got his mace Windu, so shout out to all you guys. It's really cool. Always cool to see the community do some stuff like that. We got Trash Pan in here. What is up? Saw the Deadpool sneak peek. Too sweet. That line may be the end of my marriage. I hope not. I hope not. Grand Moff Cage celebrates 6 months of membership. Yes, going on the 7th month. Really appreciate it, dude. Here from the start of the channel membership. Crazy. 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 We got another channel member in here, Collection Obsession. Hello there. Hello all. We got Grand Admiral Safel in the house. Hello, Mr. Sneaker and Mr. Figure. Oh, I gotta look some. What's up, Safel? How you doing, bro? Thank you for being here. And we got Grand Admiral Thrawn's office. Yes, Grand Admiral Thrawn's office also has a ranking. Hello, friends. Hi, Justin. I don't know what this means.
Is it you saying like hello friends to Steve in the chat, and then it's like, oh, and hey, also Justin? Or are you saying like giving me an extra hello?
He's giving you an extra hello, man. You should feel special. We got another Grand Admiral, Nick's Collectibles in the house. What's up, pals? What's up, Nick? Thank you for being here, bro. We got West Michigan Collector in here as well. He says, hey, y'all. We got Eclectic Collector in the house, another Grand Admiral of the channel. Hello, everyone. What's up, dude? And don't worry. Do not worry. I have not forgot about the MODUSPACE gift card. I'm trying to get in touch with them so they can get in touch with you. So bear with me. At least I didn't wait until like 3 weeks after the stream like Justin did.
No, that's not what happened, man.
Oh man, that's funny. We got another Grand Admiral channel, Universal Key in the house this evening, everyone. What's up? Thank you for being here. As always, we got Darkside818. Your poster's awesome. Wow, look at that. Look at that.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you.
That's so dope. We got Ziff76 in the house this evening. All what is up? Thank you for being here. Zach says, Justin, you need a 1/6 Nick Cage from Vampire's Kiss now.
Oh wow, I'm gonna look that up because I think I know that movie.
Carlito Classical's in the house. What's up, dude? He says, hello, good fellas. What's up, man? Thank you so much for being here. We got another channel member, Brad Cormack. Hey guys, hello
yeah,
there.
Dude. Yeah.
Eric says, both of you are right on saying my last name. Couple more ways to say it. Okay, so it goes Hanky or Hanky. Yeah, gotcha. Let's see here. I think I'm through. So for everybody in here, 37 people in the house, please hit that like button, like I said, if you haven't already. And then real quick, I just want to mention too, before we start talking about stuff, I was doing the show after Acolyte. It just didn't work out with my schedule, so I'm not doing it anymore, unfortunately. I might do an end of the season like wrap-up show, potentially just like talking about the whole season, maybe have some discussion there, just do one show that I can coordinate. But right now, like, I can't do the next 2 weeks. There's only 3 episodes left. It's just really hard for me to kind of coordinate everything and pick a day. I'm already streaming twice a week, so I apologize to anybody who has enjoyed the show. But yes, I think I'm going to do just a wrap-up show to talk about it.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Because then you'd have a real, like, you would know, like, the whole, because we kind of been talking that it's almost like a movie anyway, just broken up in 8 parts. But yeah, I know Christian's going to be bummed. I think that's his favorite Star Wars since Empire.
I know. So. Christian is definitely sad. Yep. Thrawn's office is extra, Justin. Extra. There you go.
Love you, man.
Let's see here. Oh yeah, MB Dice says those shows are too short. Your after show was multiple times longer. Yes. We got Rusty Bronco in the house. What's up, Rusty? Says hello all. And then a collector says, do you guys know how much shipping is for Module Case? Yeah, so it depends on where you live, and it's really tough to say shipping wise. It depends on how much you order. I think that's the main thing. Like the more you order, the more expensive it's going to be shipping wise, because their cases are big. They ship from Singapore, like on a container on a ship. So it's sea ship, and then they get here and then they have to ship out UPS. So it depends on how much you get for the price of it. But if you do order, use that code SNEAKER, all caps, for $20 off. We got the Ben Thomas show in the house. What's up, Ben? He says, hey, everyone. I want to congratulate Ben on all of his success. I know he's got, he did a 10K sub stream. I don't know what he's at now. I'd have to check, but congratulations, man. I'm sure it's way more than that at this point. But yeah, dude, he did a really awesome stream just shouting out, you know, some people in the community, and you know, my name came up, and it was just really cool. So thank you, Ben, for that. Really appreciate the shout out on your show. I know you guys were talking about me when I was catching one of the replays. So thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
We should have heard what they said when you left the chat. Very eye-opening stuff.
Yes. Okay.
No, congratulations, Ben.
Congratulations. I just got an invoice for 800. Seemed like a lot. So yeah, this is like Rusty said, Modu case just hit me with a big shipping increase. So part of the problem is shipping like has doubled, like basically over like the sea shipping is just way more expensive now. It's crazy. The logistics of international shipping right now and getting containers and securing containers is a big challenge. The price of everything is way up for shipping international. So it sucks because the cases are really heavy. And it just costs a lot to ship these things. You know, it's
hold up, $800 in shipping.
That's probably that. I wonder how many collector. You'll have to let us know how many cases that is. But yeah, dude. If you get a bunch,
you got that $20 off coupon.
Hey, bro, $20 off. Let's go.
Brought to you by Smart Water.
They call me Queso Blanco. Says, why not just make a YouTube short instead of a wrap-up show for Acolyte? Just be like, it's bad. You can make a Vine. Remember those vines. Yeah, we're gonna see. Christian says, definitely not my favorite, aka trash alike. Hey, I don't know, man. A lot of people changed their tune after episode 5 is all I'll say. There's a lot of hype after episode 5.
Christian will be begging for a soul figure, man. He'll be like, oh, I missed out. Need one, and then he won't thank me. Like he did this one on Mace.
Gosh. Rusty says, I wrote them to do a split pay or something. It's 30% plus the price of the order of $1,500. Yeah, I gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. It's like sucks just how much it costs. And I think some of the costs like he eats too, based on like international shipping and stuff. Like it's just crazy and unfortunate what's happening like with all that right now. And I think like we've talked about in the past, two sideshows kind of experiencing that as well.
Holy,
this is
no
a
way.
Lot. Ooh-wee.
Serious? What is going on with this, dude?
Ooh. 6 DF 120s, $550 in shipping. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. 3 DF 60, 6 DF 120s. Oof. Yeah, it sucks. Christian says I can't bash Steve about the Acolyte though. He helped me get my mace. Yes.
Remember, he's also said that Mace was a mid-tier Jedi, so
that's why I had no problem. Just like
I'd say my defense of Mace and keeping Christian Cooper hyped, and you know he doesn't. You don't have to thank me, Christian, but I think we all know in the chat knows that I played a huge role in it. 50 in the chat. Hit that like button.
50?
Yeah, 50 in the chat. Wow, 49.
Let's go.
Now.
We got 50 people here. We got Low-Key Collector in the house, another Grand Admiral channel.
What's up, Calvin?
Mono case is just about set up, bro. Appreciate the opportunity. You are welcome, dude. Thank you for supporting the channel and being here. Okay, let's talk about some figures. First one. Thank you all for being here. We got 50 in here. Please remember to hit that like button. First one, we're going to talk about Mighty Thor. Okay?
Yeah.
What is this? What is this? Sorry, my internet thing is being goofy here. Okay, let's talk about some Mighty Thor. We got a lot of figures to get through. Let's start with this one. So, Hot Toys going crazy. We got, what, 4 releases? 5, I guess, if you want to include HONO Studios Wolverine. We got 5 things that released this week, right? It's crazy. It's crazy. It's so crazy. I just wanted to get this comment before I move on, but Ben says, thanks for the kind words, guys. You deserve the praise. Keep killing it. Enjoying the show while I unbox my Mars Riddler. Dope figure. Justin.
Yeah.
Are you going to get the other Thor? You weren't, right, from this movie?
Love and Thunder?
Yeah.
No, I'm passing.
Yeah, I'm passing as well. I'm passing on this figure too.
This, oddly enough,
What do you
this
think?
is the one I'd want from the line. I think this is the best figure from the line. I liked the Thor. I'm not saying it was a bad figure, but there was just too much going on with it with the deluxe, and I hated the movie. And with this one, I can overlook it because yeah, it was terrible. And I feel like this one, I don't know if we're gonna get this one again. So I kind of want this one, but I feel like we're gonna get a Thor pretty soon, like another Thor very soon. So I'm holding out. And plus, I'd rather just go get one of the older Thors anyway. But this figure's phenomenal, man. I mean, give credit where credit's due. And again, that's just my opinion on the movie. If you liked it, that's awesome. I will say this one's tempting. Like, this one looks damn good. Like, in my video, I was like, is this the surprise of the year? This is definitely like one of the surprises of the year of a figure that I thought would look pretty good, but it looks so much better than I thought it was going to look. And I just think it's a great piece, man. And so this is one that if you're into the comics and stuff, I definitely can see a lot of people picking it up based on that. But I'm going to hold off for now, man. But I'm tempted to get it. I feel this way like I did when we talked about the Shuri Black Panther figure, with how good that one turned out. And I was like, man, dude, that was one I didn't think I needed, but like I now want it.
I forgot
really
about
bad.
that one already, kind of.
Yeah. So this one, I'm kind of letting the hype
really
die
good,
down, but it looks great. Yeah, it looks really, really good.
Yeah, that's kind of like, they brought up Shuri Black Panther, which I remember we were talking about. I was like, dang, this looks really good. And now I'm just, haven't thought about that figure since we talked about it. And it's a great looking figure. I actually like kind of want it now that it got brought back up. But just a kind of a reminder, just kind of let the hype settle a little bit on something before you make a decision. Austin says, Steve also helped me get my Bane secure. He's the man, so I guess Acolyte ain't that bad. People are judging the Acolyte now based on me helping them secure figures. They call me Kiss of Blank. Says, if you watch this movie while in water, it is better. What's up, Yomo? Thank you for being here, bro. Yomo in the house. Legend. Marvel fans are eating this week, or maybe not eating technically. It depends on if you're buying them, I guess. But this figure looks great, man. I think it looks really cool. Just not for me. Like, this just not for me. I didn't love what they did with the character. I didn't love the end of the movie. I didn't love a lot of things about the movie, and I'm not real picky about movies. One thing that I really hated what they did with the movie was, like, didn't Russell Crowe, he played Zeus, right?
Yeah.
What are you doing with that god, dude? Like, Zeus is like, they just like trashed that character.
Yeah, they doubled down on all the stuff. Like, they took Love and Thunder and like doubled and tripled down on the, like, that's not what made, I mean, not Love and Thunder, Ragnarok. They just tried to triple down on the like ridiculousness. And even Chris Hemsworth's come out and said, like, look, if I'm going to come back as Thor, it's got to be completely different. So I think they're going to go a darker tone with this next one.
Yeah, he said like he kind of felt like he strayed away from the character, right?
Yeah, because it just got too goofy, man. And Thor is like,
and Ragnarok Ragnarok had like an appropriate level of it, kind of, and it was like good, like that the comedy was like rightfully placed. But this one was just like it felt so forced, man. It was like, and then the relationship aspect of him not being with her anymore, and just like how he was acting it was just a struggle, man.
What's crazy is the Russo brothers, with one outing with Thor, created the perfect Thor, in my opinion, in Infinity War. Like, I felt like Infinity War Thor, as a character, now I personally like him with the long hair personally, but as a character, that is the essential Thor for me. I think they did an amazing job. He was funny, but he was also a badass. He was cool. This one, like I said, man, I think everybody involved in the movie kind of know they missed the mark on it. But again, back to the figure. This right here, man, looks great. Like, the Natalie Portman head sculpt, as good as the Padme one is, and I remember I was talking to Zio about this last week on our show. I kind of agree with him, man. I think the head sculpt, or maybe he said it on Collector Joey stream, but anyway, I think I agree with him. I think this sculpt is stronger likeness than even that Padme is, and I thought the Padme was very good. So I think they did a great job with this one.
I think it's the same sculpt, but I think it's the hair and stuff that's making it look like it's different. I think what they did is they took this sculpt that they were doing, and we were kind of talking about this on Wolfpack Wednesday, but D'Lo brought this up of I think they took this sculpt and then put this on Padme, because it's kind of like this old, they use like the older Natalie Portman look, right? But if they're not the exact same, they're super I think they're the same. Like you look at this, like it looks the same. I think it's the hair that makes it look a lot different, but I don't know. I could be totally wrong there, but cool looking figure. Not for me. I love the cape. Like I think that's really cool how they did that. Like I love the wire look, and like I feel like you can do some really cool stuff with this figure. I like the arms too, and how you can still like pose them. So really cool looking, but not for me. I know the special edition came with like this damaged mask.
Right? That's a great look. This is the Thor costume looks pretty cool, but it's too bright. It's got too much going on with it. This is the best costume design. Her and Valkyrie had the best costume design in the movie. So I feel like those are the reasons that those two figures, in my opinion, are kind of the ones that I would be thinking about getting. But I love the design here. I'm with you. I think it might be the long hair and the different stuff. Maybe the lip, it seems like her lips are a little bit more like, red.
And the hair's a completely different color too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think that's like part of it too.
For sure. The arms look great.
I think some of the paint apps on the face are a little bit different, but the sculpt is the same. Yeah, the arms do look really good. I think even at the shoulders, because you can hide the joint really well. Like this looks really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, dude. When this first got announced, I was thinking, dude, do I need that? And just like we talked about, once you let the first couple of days of the hype wind down, then we saw this week 5 other things get released. So again, unless this was one you really wanted or had on your mind, I personally think this is one you could probably get later down the line for a little bit cheaper. I could be wrong on that. I do think that this is a unique piece to have if you're really into the character and of the comics. But yeah, dude. This one really kind of big surprise for me, man. I think this one's a really good figure.
Yeah, it looks really good. We were kind of waiting for this one, like, oh, this is the one, like this is gonna come out really soon. So not really surprising there. I put a poll, not that many people voted, but that's okay. I'm gonna end the poll because I want to move on to another figure here. Are you getting Mighty Thor? No, 83%, yes, 16%. So I feel like this is gonna be one of those minority amount of people get this figure, but I'm happy for the people that do, because it's cool, man. Really good looking figure. Safel says, I don't like a lot of Marvel movies. My expectations aren't very high, so I actually enjoyed this. I don't care for the story, but it was fun to turn my mind off and consume. If you go with it with that mindset, yeah, I feel like you could make it a little different. Okay. So that came out. I'm just gonna go back to their Hot Toys Facebook page here. We're going to talk about like HONO Studios, but that came out. And then this figure right here.
Damn it.
Was released. And I kind of, was this one on the graphic? I don't think it was, of like the coming soon. We were talking about this too on Wolfpack Wednesdays, and I was like, I think like the Mark 6 is probably going to be one of those that's going to end up getting released. Like it was in the window, it was at the tail end of the window, it never got delayed. Like this one was like really imminent. So that's why it's weird. They show that graphic, where it's like, these are the figures that are coming soon, and then they do this. Like was Mighty Thor on that? I don't remember.
Mighty Thor was on that,
and
so was the Avatar. Yeah, this one was not, I don't believe. So this one was, I wouldn't say a surprise, but I definitely think with everything we're getting this week, I was pretty surprised that we just got, a huge Iron Man drop. It's a, because we just got that limited edition piece a couple weeks ago too. So
yeah, they don't go light on the Iron Man. I'm doing a poll here. Are you getting this Iron Man? I'm curious, you guys in the chat, for this figure. Are you getting the standard? Are you getting the one with the gantry? Or are you not getting it at all? So I'm going to start that poll up. Let us know in the chat what one you're getting. But Justin, what are your thoughts on this one, man? Are you getting this? Do you want a Mark 6? I know you have the Mark 3.
I want it now. Yeah.
You want it now?
I hate what's happened, because I thought that I've been, and again, I don't want to, I know I've said this, dude.
Damn, dude.
I know. Everything from the original Avengers, 2012 Avengers, I want everything. And I really thought that when I had to decide between this one and the suit up version, the Mark 7, I was like, I think I'd rather have that Mark 7. I kind of like the way Tony Stark looks. I like him out of the suit on that one. Then this drops, dude, and it just brought back so much nostalgia of just the trailer. I remember the trailer coming out and he gets in the gantry. The head sculpt looks so much better than the prototype did. It looks phenomenal. this is an amazing piece, dude. The only problem is it's coming out at a time where like we're just getting completely overwhelmed with releases. And I don't know if that's a bad thing or a good thing. Personally, I think it's like, I don't mind it, I don't guess, but at the same time, man, you got to start thinking like, I mean, with the gantry, this piece is, you know, over $600. And so that's a big thing. So I don't know if I'm getting it with the gantry or not, man, but I feel like I need this one. You know, that's the one Marvel thing that I really would, you know, again, Deadpool, Wolverine, I can't wait to get those. But in terms of like an entire line of figures, I want 2012 Avengers. Like I want that whole line. I want them to do some 2.0s. This one just looks phenomenal to me, man. It's one that I thought I could pass on, but there's no way I'm going to be able to. This is the one, just like I said with Thor and Infinity War, I think the 2012 Avengers captured Tony Stark incredibly well. Like I love his character in that. I love his arc in that movie. And I mean, he's phenomenal in all of them, don't get me wrong, but I really love, I mean, it's my favorite Marvel movie. It looks phenomenal, dude. The head sculpt, I didn't think the head sculpt was going to be this good. That's why I was able to kind of pass on it, dude, for the prototype. In my opinion, man, it looks phenomenal. And so I'm definitely going to be picking it up. I don't think I'm going to get the gantry right now. I might try to pick that up later. Yeah.
So this head sculpt, this picture, like I'm fine with the head sculpt. I think the head sculpt looks fine. This picture, this bottom up photo actually looks better. I think this looks better than this photo.
Absolutely. It does.
The lighting is a little harsh on the face maybe in this photo, but this looks better. And also this looks better. This is like, to me, this looks great, man. This head sculpt looks great. I have a really, really challenging time displaying Iron Man figures with the head sculpt on though. Like I don't have one right now that I have a Tony Stark head sculpt on. I just don't. This for me right here, yeah, like that look. This is like the badass setup right here, man. This is what like I would want right here.
And this thing's huge. This thing's
so this is the downside. This is the downside. I was looking at this. I'm pretty sure, chat, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure if you get the standard version and you get the gantry later, you do not get all these armor pieces that come with the deluxe, like the deluxe with gantry. So the separately, the sold separate gantry does not come with all of these extra like additional armor pieces. Like this, why even like have the gantry separate if you're not going to include the armor pieces? Like you're not going to be able to hunt these down. You know what I mean? It's just like, I thought that was crazy. Like you still get some of these other ones, I think, but I don't think you get the same like exclusive set. So it's basically like, if you want the armor pieces, you got to get it with the, like with the deluxe with gantry version.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it's just tough, man. I got the, you know, I know you have it as well, at least as of right now. I think you still have the armory on the Batman armory on PO. It's like, yeah. I'm thinking of space. I'm thinking of money. I mean, again, because this is an incredible piece, but an Iron Man figure is already 400. Now you're adding the gantry. Now you're looking at $650 after shipping, all that stuff. So it's a big commitment, man, especially when you already have, I mean, again, we know the problem with Iron Man. There's so many of them. But I have no regrets getting the Mark III because that's the first, you know, that's the iconic first Iron Man. But this one I just feel like is one I need as well. Yeah. And it's different enough to me to warrant getting it. But see, that's the problem, dude, is I'm for sure getting the Mark 7 suit up. So I'm trying to wonder if I need all of it. Yeah.
Yeah. This is a tough call. The gantry is so cool, man. And I know it comes like, this isn't something that I would necessarily use, like this battle damage. It looks really cool, but like also like this, I love like weaponizing Iron Man figures, like putting on like the different attachment pieces and actually like, you know, putting these like shoulder things on. I love that. I love the look of it weaponized.
These blogger photos are fantastic, by the way. Most of them.
Yeah,
I mean, they really kind of take you back to the movie. Yeah. This
gantry with like like him stepping down off the stairs, this is just so cool to me, man, that you can do this. This thing is huge. It's huge, but like this is such a cool look to me. There's something about it that just looks really cool, and it's also like very unique to like the other 6-scale Iron Man figures that we have. You know what I mean?
Does the standard version come with that circular base that the newer Iron Man figures are coming in that lights up, or is it?
That is a great question. They didn't show. You might have to look. You want to look it up on Sideshow real quick and see what it comes
yeah.
with base wise. I'm not sure what it comes with the base. That's a great question. Another thing that I love about the gantry, it doesn't show it in these photos, but like right here on this one, it might be on this like second step from the bottom or from the top, maybe. I think it's right here. There's a clear crotch grabber. Like there's like an acrylic pole crotch grabber that goes right into the gantry stairs. So you can pose him like this without worrying about him falling.
Yeah. Hexagon base, bro.
It's a hexagon base.
Yeah, that's frustrating.
Lame, dude.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, this just looks so good. I want to get to some comments because there's people that are in the chat. Zach says best Iron Man release to date, dude. It looks so good. Emmy Dyson says I still have my plastic Mark 6. It was one of my first figures before I was getting multiple figures a year. That's awesome, man. They call me Queso Blancos. Happy with my Mark 3. Had the original diecast Mark 6. It's awesome. Joan says I only have room for one Iron Man and it's taken by the Mark 46, my all-time favorite suit MCU wise. Yeah, nice. That's a dope suit as well. I like the Mark 7 is my favorite suit. I just love how that suit looks, man. So dope. What's up, Venom Collector? Thank you for being here. He says I have the previous diecast Mark 6 and there isn't enough on this release to trade it out. Plus I don't have space for the gantry. Yes. We got Grand Admiral Clinton Martin in the house. What's up, Clinton? He says howdy, folks. Howdy to you, man. Thank you so much for being here. Austin says good call, Steve. Thank you. I'm not sure what I called, but it might be these armor pieces. Maybe what I was talking about. Yeah, that's crazy. Like because I was like, oh, I'll just like if I want the gantry later on, I'll get that. And then I looked at it and I'm like, you cannot get these pieces. You have to get. So like at that point, it's like, well, if I ever want to get it, like I have to sell my standard to then get this to get those pieces. And I think these pieces for me, it's like if you want the gantry, I would probably just wouldn't get it without having these other pieces on the suit. You know what I mean? It just doesn't make sense to me. Trash Panda says, when is there going to be a USB Iron Man? I'm ready to ditch the stupid batteries or buying expensive fusion reactor alternatives. I know, like it'd be really nice to be USB. I'm guessing it's a little bit. I wonder what logistically that looks like for Hot Toys to do that, because you have to wire it all into one thing, or they'd have to like have somebody create those dummy batteries for it. So I just don't know what that would look like for Hot Toys. Yeah, this is a good point. MB Dyson says the Mark 7 open, like the open armor plugs into the base at the feet. That suit though, like they have more liberty with like how they can light it because it's all opened up. So I think like they can, like these ones have different batteries and like all these different compartments within the body. Like that open armor, it's probably wired differently because that's like kind of like a power pose figure. It's basically like a statue. You can't really do much with it.
Yeah.
But I agree that'd be super dope.
Damn, it
Eric,
looks good, man.
Yeah. Eric got the normal version. Yeah, that's awesome. Congrats.
Nice.
Stacy says very cool piece, but too much shelf space for me. Yeah. We got another channel member, Figurecraft in the house. What's up, fellas? Good to me. What is up, Philly? Thank you for being here, man. Appreciate you tuning into the show. Okay. Justin, are you getting you did not pre-order this?
No. And I regret it. I instantly
you want a standard version?
I'd probably, it's weird, dude. Like I want the standard version, but I feel like I need the gantry to like it's that weird dilemma of like you know me, I've been talking about this since we've known each other, like how much I want to collect the 2012 Avengers movie. This release, dude, brought back all that goodwill I had with Marvel for I was diehard Marvel during all that time up through Endgame, and then I know all of us were, right? And I feel like that's fallen off a little bit. This reminds me of like the golden age of Marvel that probably will never be topped again. So that nostalgia pull, also just it being Iron Man, knowing how great these pieces are, knowing the gantry, knowing how iconic it was in that movie, dude. I've actually contemplated canceling some pre-orders to pick this one up. Like no joke. Like I really feel like I want this badly now. And I wish I could
it everywhere and just.
Oh yeah, it is. And that's what I'm saying. I'll be okay with the standard. I'd be okay with the standard. But I'm thinking the gantry is what would get me to actually buy this figure, because the Mark 7 is going to come out, and that's the one I really want. But this one surprised me with how much like. I underestimated how much of that nostalgic pool of like the iconic scenes with this gantry we're going to do, so
yeah,
I'm definitely getting it. I just don't know when, and I don't know if it's going to be with the gantry or not. So that's kind of the dilemma.
Yeah, we got My Father Django in the house. What's up? Another channel where he says, hey guys, what is up, dude? Thank you so much for being here, man. Really appreciate you tuning into the show. So I have the standard on pre-order, but I'm considering switching. I'm considering switching. We'll see.
To get the gantry, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm considering switching from standard to deluxe.
The gantry is it's, you know, a lot of times we get these bases and they're awesome. They're like, you know, again, I keep going back to it, but the Sandman, but you know, we know how big these bases are, but like this to me is like part of the figure. Like this isn't a base to me. I know how weird that sounds because obviously it is, but this is like a scene. It's almost like a diorama. You know,
it is. Yeah,
it's a whole
and it's
piece.
big. Like this is like 3 figures. This is like 3-4 figures wide. Like this is gonna take up a big chunk of space.
And see, that's what I was thinking, dude. Is if I ever get, because I would dedicate a whole shelf to this movie, and I'm thinking how great that centerpiece would be with this and the suit up version, almost recreating that whole scene where he lands. He's like looking down at Loki, then he gets out of his suit. Like you can almost recreate that whole scene, man, like on top of the tower, Vidr's tower, Stark Tower, or whatever. Damn, dude, this looks great, man. I mean, I know it's Iron Man and we all know it's great, but dude, the head sculpt is what really shocked me with how good the head sculpt ended up looking.
Yeah, see, this angle looks really, really good, I think.
And dude, have you noticed, is it just me or do you sense that Hot Toys is doing this a lot with their newer head sculpts? They're capturing more of that performance. We saw it with that Anakin, you know, with that expression. I know some people were mixed on that, but have you noticed that? Like they're doing better with like smirks and like slight smiles or like slightly angry faces. Like they're doing more of like performance capture with their sculpts now.
Yeah, you got to choose wisely. You know what I mean? You got to choose wisely when it comes to head sculpts and what expression you're going to go with. Even this battle damage looks really good, dude. And I think like Austin brings up a point about like collecting Iron Man figures, right? These Iron Men all look the same. Meanwhile, I have multiple clones and stormtroopers, and I think like along those same lines, I think I'm really drawn to troopers because like they tell a story throughout Star Wars, like the progression of troopers, right? These different eras. You can identify stormtroopers and different types of troopers based on like you look at a trooper, you can say that's from that that's from that movie, that's from that show. That's like you can identify it very, very easily, right? And I think Iron Man is kind of like that too. I think Iron Man is, you're getting like the progression of like Tony Stark's technology, right? You're getting the progression of his technology. He's advancing his suit. They're changing repetitively. You see it kind of evolve into what it does when we get to Endgame. I think that's just like really cool for Iron Man. And also like for me, like the main ones really that I want is 1 through 7. Like, I think that's really it. And I think another really nice thing about Iron Man right now, we'll see what happens with Deadpool and Wolverine. I really hope they don't like reverse anything that happened in Endgame with Iron Man. There's some theories out there bouncing around about how like Tony Stark could like, you know, like Deadpool could like take the gauntlet and like basically like interfere and like take the gauntlet and then snap Thanos away, and because like Deadpool can't die, so like Tony will be saved, and then like he would continue on in this like Deadpool like continuum, and I hope they don't do anything like that. That'd be like kind of crazy to me. Like I want to be able to collect Iron Man figures based on that. Like Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man, that's it. The story's over. Like Infinity Saga's done. You can collect that character based on all of that. We're not going to see this again. I feel like that's a special thing when it comes to Iron Man figures too, when you're picking what ones you want to get. And just like Infinity Saga in general, I'll just call it that, of like Marvel is a little bit safer to collect in that way, because like, you know, that chunk of time, you're kind of like, you're not really going to get some of those characters again. If that makes sense. So I think Iron Man is just like, I've kind of become like more fascinated with Iron Man figures over the past like 6 months to a year. And there's like it's crazy. I was like, oh, I only want, if you talked to me like a year ago, I'd be like, oh, I only want one Iron Man figure in my collection. Like the only one I wanted was like a Mark III. I was like, I want Mark III. That's like the main one I wanted, just because it's like, you know, that iconic like moment from Iron Man. That's the one I want. The suit is really cool. But then yeah, here we are. So
yeah,
cool,
and
man.
they're
so cool.
And what's cool for me too, Steve, is since I've been collecting 6 scale, all the stuff that's been coming out that's new to me, like, I wasn't around when they announced the, I mean, I was around, but I wasn't in the community. I wasn't collecting when they were announcing like the Infinity War and Endgame figures. So I never got that like Hot Toys hype. I mean, I was hyped for the movie and all the memorabilia and stuff, but it's cool to see the movies that I truly cherish and love now coming out with, 2.0s and like different versions of those characters from those movies, because it's like it brings that hype back. Even though those movies are in the past now, all these pictures just remind me of that whole battle in New York, that whole climax scene in the 2012 Avengers. And it just makes me want to desperately get everything from that. And now I'm thinking, I'm like you. I thought okay, I'll just get the Mark III and the suit up. Now I want the Mark VI. Well, guess what? Now I'm thinking if they come out with that Mark I's looking really good. So again, it's I'm with you. I am going to be okay not getting the nanotech stuff. I personally did not care for those as much. I still think they're badass suits and like cool technology, whatever. I liked it when it was still like man and machine. It was like, I loved when it was like more practical. It was actually like man-made stuff that he was using for the most part. I just like the mechanical look of it. So I'm with you. 1 through 7 is going to be tough for me to like pass on, man.
I don't know why this keeps freezing on me. Every time I arrow over, it keeps freezing. Yeah, exactly. I have the 85. I have the 85 clean. And I'm kind of like, I don't know. There's just something about it. I'm kind of just like, it's just different. Like I like the suit, but it's just so much different from like these originals, like the Mark 1 through 7. So, and I don't even love like the Mark 1, like these other ones beyond that. The Mark 1's okay. Like that's probably my least favorite of all the original 7, but it's cool. It's just like I don't care for it as much as these other ones. But yeah, we got Grand Admiral Mark Attack. Happy birthday, Mark. I don't know if it's your birthday anymore.
Oh wow, happy birthday, man.
It's probably not your birthday anymore where you live, but it is here. So happy birthday, man. Is that Aragornless Steve I see streaming? Wow, Mark, how dare you're insulting me on your own birthday? Wow, dude.
Wow, that's brave, but I respect that, Mark. I really do.
Oh, that's brave. We got 56 in here. Actually, we got 58 in here. Hit that like.
Let's go. Let's hit that like button, guys. I know it's annoying when people are like, hit that like, but let's do it, baby. Come on now.
MB says Iron Man figures are so well made. Those plastic regular figure buys just don't measure up. Yeah, it's crazy how heavy an Iron Man figure is. We got the Hot Toys Nightmare in the house. He says, hello there. What's up, dude? Thank you so much for being here. Man? And Mark is laughing.
Dude, you know what I'll say, Steve? I'll put it this way. If I was collecting when the height of the MCU was going on, and I was collecting other stuff, but I'm talking about 6 scale, my collection would primarily be Marvel. I'm just being honest with you. Like I would have been getting every piece from that time. So that's what I'm saying. In a weird way, I'm kind of glad I wasn't in it during that time, because I would have gotten almost everything. So now, again, I know some people feel indifferent about 2.0s and stuff like that, and I totally understand. But for me, somebody that's kind of like getting into it, only, about 7 months in, I'm ecstatic that I'm able to feel the hype for this release, And so, yeah, dude, I mean, it's going to be tough.
You get hyped over Marvel stuff, man.
Yeah, dude, for sure. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I haven't felt that as much yet because it's all been this newer, phase, whatever phase they're in right now. And I haven't felt that connection with it since Endgame. I think I speak for a lot of us when I say that, but this brings me back.
Take you back. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, for sure, dude.
Yep.
So
100%. This gantry's sick, dude. Like USB light up, just like put this thing in a module case, man. Woo. Dang, it's gonna look real clean.
I'm with you though, man. I think that if I had the standard, I'd really be contemplating, like, because to me, it's such an integral part of the figure now. Like the gantry is such a part of this figure. It's not just like a base you could do without. Because I could have that Mark III, dude, and be without that base, and I'd be okay. Like that base is awesome, but I'd be okay without it. This I feel like is such a part of the figure, man. Yeah, dude, it's so badass.
This is the look right here, dude. This is so dope.
And say I want it like that, dude, and then I want to have the Mark VII where he's like, in the, either standing there by it. So that would be like my Tony Stark that I could have. Like you were talking about, you have a tough time like not having. Are you getting that one, the Mark VII?
The suit up?
Yeah.
No, I have the Mark 7. Like I have I have like the one that came out. I forget what year. It was like the die, like the 2.0 die cast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have that figure. So
I
don't
know
feel
how
like I need.
you wearing that.
I don't think I'm gonna get like that scene is awesome, but like I already have the suit. I just don't feel like I need it. I would rather just have the suit.
Yeah.
Or like I guess like the yeah, I guess like not. I don't need that representation of the figure. But we'll see when it comes out. I feel like I say that my Iron Man collection is just kind of constantly evolving at this point right now.
And that to me, Steve, that's the one we're talking about, the suit up. Like that to me would be the one that I already got the Mark III, which I have no regrets on. It's an incredible piece, but that suit up, man, would be like the one I'd want more than anything. I'm with you though, to have the suit here with the deconstruction, the battle damage pieces, and then having that Mark 7 suit up, buy this one in your display. I mean, my goodness, man, what else would you need? From again, we'd get more Iron Man, but like that'd be an incredible display.
Yeah, it would look really cool, man. Look really cool. I think like this right here is what I would want to do right here. This look, it's so dope. Zach says Mark 4 and 6 feel naked without the gantry. The gantry's so awesome, man. Mark says Howard Chan didn't announce a Jar Jar for my birthday. All I got was She-Hulk. We're gonna talk about that figure too.
That's a nice little segue.
It's a nice little segue. Trash Panda says, side note, for the love of God, watch Star Trek Wrath of Khan.
Oh, I've seen that.
And Tristan says, no spoilers. House of the Dragon Hot D is about to get spicy. I still need to watch the second episode. I might do that tonight, actually. Anything else? Anything else left you want to say about this figure?
I knew that it was going to be awesome. It's better than I even thought it was going to be, mainly because of the sculpt. That's what shocked me with how good that looked. And I think that this is now a future Grail, at 100% future Grail with the gantry. I think it's going to be, if you're an Iron Man collector, I feel like this is the piece that, even if you already have the older one, I know a lot of people are passing if they have that older one, but with this gantry, man, I mean, this is just going to be a masterpiece figure, man, when people get it in hand. I think it looks that good.
You want a standard one?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. If you switch over, let me know, because I might just start off with the standard. I want the battle damage pieces, but I think I'd be okay like just getting that later. I know I'd have to pay for it, but like I at least want something. I don't want to pay I look just for kicks. I went to TBA to see. This is like $900 with the gantry.
I can't imagine.
Yeah,
I can't imagine the shipping for that.
Because I had that FOMO, man. I was like, damn it, nobody's got it for PO. I got the Mark 7 PO'd, but
yeah, this is dope, dude. This is dope.
Incredible.
I'm excited either way for it. Yep. I think like the 4, they've got to redo the Mark 4. I feel like that's the next one that I feel like they're gonna just announce.
Dude, is there do you see this sculpt here? And again, they're probably hiding it, but like that looks like just like a seamless head.
The hair. The line at the hair behind the ears pops off to do the rolling eyes.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah.
I'm with you. That
like,
angle looks great.
It's like right back here. You probably can't see it in any other photos. They're not going to show it, but it's like right back here along the back of the head. Yep, it's right back here, and it just pops the hair off.
Nice, dude.
It looks good. Yeah, some of it's weird. Some of it, like this, doesn't look as good as this and this. So
agreed.
But again, I'm probably going to do helmet on to make it look like this. I don't even know if I'm going to do helmet off. So this looks really dope. I'm excited for it. I'm going to end the poll. We got 49 votes. Thank you guys for voting. Are you getting this? No, 75%. And then 14% yes with the gantry and 10% yes standard. So not a lot of people getting this, only 25%.
I think it's what we talked about though, man. I think that there's just so much coming out right now, and this is a very expensive piece. Yeah.
Yep.
I feel that, man. I'm having to make some changes to my PO list maybe to pick this one up. So I get it, guys.
MB's telling me about a couple Star Trek films to watch. Okay. Wrath of Khan, Undiscovered Country, and First Contact. Okay, I might check that out. Yes, dude, excited. Let's move on. I don't want to move on. I want to keep talking about Iron Man. What do we got next? So I want to talk about Spidey. We're gonna talk about HONO, but first, let's just get this one out of the way. Should we talk about Avatar?
Yeah, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it for a little bit.
Let's talk about some Avatar. So Neytiri released right after. We kind of like suspected this. We talked about this Sunday. I think we had mentioned. I forget what your thoughts exactly were, but I'm like, we're probably gonna get. My thought was basically like, I guess prediction, what have you, whatever you want to call it. Like, we're gonna get Neytiri very, very soon, right? And of course, within the week, which actually I think I might have said that within the week. Here she is, and these photos, they killed it. This looks so badass.
Yeah,
like they killed it with these photos. This looks like it's straight out of the movie right here, dude. This is crazy good looking right here. This is where it's like you look at one of them solo, like this lighting is really harsh right here, but you look at one of them solo and then you see both of them together like this. Damn, I haven't even seen the second movie, and this is looking just crazy good with both of them together. Do me a huge favor. Put it on that one with the bow, because I don't want to forget what I was going to say, and it'll remind me to tell you something. This one?
Yeah. But go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just didn't want to.
No, you're good. I'm going to keep my thoughts kind of just short and sweet with this one. Same with like Jake. I just have I don't have any interest in these figures. They are really cool looking. Like the people who are getting this, I'm happy for, because these are badass. They're very unique figures. Like talking about like making your collection look unique and just like have figures from different IPs that are not. I know this is obviously very, very popular, but it's not. We don't get figures from everything. You know what I mean? A lot of the times it's a big like just Star Wars, Marvel, DC. So especially Star Wars and Marvel, but this looks really, really good. I'm happy for the people that are getting it. I have no interest in these figures. I'm glad that I don't. But they look excellent. I love the USB base. I love how they lit these things up down here. Yeah. They look really good, man. I am looking forward to seeing other people, their impressions. Austin says he's wet. That's the way of the water. Cage says he's blue.
Oh my
God. The 3 Avatar fans are so pumped right now. Yeah, so not for me, but Justin, give me your thoughts. Tell the people what's going on with the Avatar.
Yeah, I think these are pieces that I totally am with y'all. Like if y'all aren't into this at all, I totally get it. I'm not even the biggest Avatar fan, but I want these in my collection. I think they look great. I think these are 2 figures that I would be able to get, and I wouldn't have to worry about them doing. And again, they might do another one with some of the newer movies. All I'm saying is like I'd be happy with these unless they came out with ones that were seamless and somehow hit we're hiding the joints, which I think if that was the case, this would be almost like a 10 out of 10 release, just because they look amazing. But the bow is what I wanted to talk about. So on the promotional pictures or whatever, and I could be wrong, but I felt like that bow was way smaller, and people kind of complain that the bow should be way bigger, and it looks like they fixed that problem. This bow looks amazing.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. This bow looks absolutely amazing.
But here's a lot of height.
And here's the problem I got with these pictures. They're too damn good, because I'm not going to be able to make it look like this with see how it's like the background and the image. I feel like you would have to have something like this. You'd have to make your own diorama around those smaller bases. And if you did, this would look incredible. But if it's just standing up there, I don't know if it's going to look as good as these pictures make it out to be. So that's kind of the thing I'm thinking about, is like, okay, do I need to stick with my deluxe pre-orders, or do I need to just go to the standard, pick up those bases later, or make my own bases? I don't know, man. I'm having a tough time. These figures, when you do both of them, you're looking, it's getting pretty expensive for this. We just talked about the gantry. So decisions are having to be made, man, right now. So I'm still really excited about these.
Gosh, look at this.
Yeah. And as I've been saying, these figures are meant to be posed together. So like Jake looks better with Neytiri with them, and vice versa. I do think Neytiri is the stronger of the 2. And it's probably because we haven't had one of her before, but the accessories alone and the base alone, and just, I don't know, these, I'm still excited about these, but I am contemplating if I'm going to switch over to standards of these. I'm not, the bases weren't as big as I thought.
Gotta get the bases.
I agree.
Remember, you get everything. You get both bases with these figures, which is kind of a rarity for that to happen. to go try to chase him down after, and you're only like, you're already, I mean, this is my perspective. If you're already in on these for the price that you're paying, you might as well pay the extra whatever. What is it? How much is the difference?
Probably like $60.
I'm gonna look it up real quick.
I think it's like $60.
$60 for that USB base. Oh,
yeah.
Shoot, I'm in a queue on Sideshow. Okay, never mind.
Oh, it's a great deal. I mean, people are gonna be piecing that out for like 150, $200.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, oh damn, these expensive, man. So
that's what I'm saying,
it's $45 more for the base.
Okay,
like you gotta go deluxe. I feel like because you're not gonna get that base for $45.
But can we talk about how awesome it is that we're getting all this, but also how horrible it is as well? Like again, we don't know when we're actually going to get these if you pre-ordered with Sideshow or whoever. So I don't know when all these are going to drop. That's the weird guessing game right now. Is like, yeah, these are released, but when are we going to actually get them? And are we going to get 50 things at once? You know, so I don't know, man. It's just something I've been thinking about. A lot of these figures, the ones I have on pre-order, sadly enough, are like with big bases, and so. You know, it's not your standard like 290 figure. It's like 410, 415. So it's just tough to keep up, man. So as much as I love these, man, I'll be totally honest with everybody. These are ones I'm contemplating canceling. I know that sounds horrible, but I hate canceling POs. But like, with everything that's coming out, man, and we're still waiting on, you know, potentially Bane, Batman with Armory, Joker. Like I got all these pre-orders, man. It's just. Something's going to get cut. I just don't want to know what it's going to be yet. But to speak on the figure, though, I think it looks fantastic. It came out the way I wanted it to come out. The only thing that can improve it is the seamless stuff. But I'm okay overlooking that for everything you get. And like you said, dude, very unique piece to have in your collection.
Yeah, I'm happy for the Avatar fans because these are dope. I don't love the torso articulation point. Like that, look at this like giant gap right here. I don't love that. But I mean, then you look at some other angles and it looks really, really clean. So we talked about the joints kind of at length last time. I don't want to get too much into that, but this right here, just having them pose like this next to each other, dang. Crazy.
That's what I'm saying. I want to see a few more in-hand reviews. I've seen a couple of reviews and I wasn't as happy with the Jake once I saw like an actual review of it. Like the blogger photos that they've done for these two have been phenomenal. And that's what I'm saying. Am I going to be able to make it look this cool? And that's what I keep asking myself is like, dude, this is one I don't want just standing up there. I want to pose it, you know?
Yep, 100%.
I'm still excited. I'm still excited, man. I just want to wrap my thoughts on it. I'm still excited. With it only being 40 extra bucks, I'm with you, man. You got to get the deluxe if you have an opportunity. So,
yeah, at that point, you're kind of like, and then if you decide, I would almost rather spend the extra, you know, the extra bit of money, and then if you decide you want to sell it, then go that route versus like trying to get it later. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Because you're going to be able to sell it more than the $45.
Yeah.
MB Dice says the second most successful Avatar film made $2.4 billion. That's crazy. Trash Panda says seamless arms and legs would have put these over the top. Definitely. Clinton says background courtesy of PetSmart aquarium section. You kind of like you said, Justin, I agree. You kind of like have to have a background. Zach says the base will resell because Aquaman. Yeah, people are going to want these in other forms, right? MB says I need one of these Neytiri busts to go with this, but through 3 to 6K. Damn. Clint says this is a really good point. If She-Hulk is seamless, these could be as well. I wonder if it has anything to do with how like the painting. I'm just spitballing here, but like how they have to like paint this like these different colors into the skin on these. It's probably easier to do this on this plastic rather than doing it on like a silicone body. I don't know how they do the silicone like when it comes to this type of texturing and color and like how you make it like that. But that's kind of my thought. Could be completely wrong.
If these were seamless bodies like that She-Hulk, which we're about to talk about here pretty soon, these would be up for like figure of the year, man. Like no doubt in my mind. Like I think that they would. That's the holdup with a lot of these. I mean, well, people that don't like the movie like aren't gonna pick them up. But even me, like I'm looking at those joints and it's like they really stick out, especially on Neytiri. Like Steve said, that chest right underneath the chest, above the abdomen there, that bothers me a little bit, man. Yeah. I just
it's not horrible, but
it's
a lot
not,
of angles you can't really even see it.
Yeah, for this price point, it just reminds you that it's a toy, you know, and so And
Yeah,
I get
that's
that
a
they're
fair
toys and they're figures, but I'm just saying for this price point, you kind of want as much realism as humanly possible. But
And that price point, man, that price point is likely because it's just the IP itself. You know what I mean? It's just massive money.
Yep.
But I'm gonna end the poll here. We got some people who voted. Are you getting Neytiri? Yes, 10%. No, 90%. And I put also in there yes, but only with Jake. I think I did that with Jake as well. Like yes, but only with Neytiri. And nobody voted they were getting it just with Jake. So there weren't that many votes. Only 20 votes. So yeah, this is a good point. We don't know how silicone is gonna hold up, right? Plastic, we know it's gonna stay. So like the silicone is like, yeah, we don't know how long the shelf life is on that. And that would suck. That would suck.
the bow on this is my favorite thing of the figure, though. I love the head sculpt, and the bow is just phenomenal, dude. I love the accessories. I'm very interested to see some more in-hand reviews before I make a final decision. But like we talked about, man, these figures, they're more expensive. They're going to take up some real estate on your shelf. So, but yeah, I'll put it this way. They turned out really well. I kind of knew the joints were going to be exposed anyway. If I'm being nitpicky and like we could make one change, I think that's the one change we'd all make. But MB Dyson with that great point, man, like, you know, that'll hold up. You can put it in different poses without having to worry about all that stuff going on. So
great point. Keith Lee says no yawning in 1/6 collecting. Dude, you can't hold back a yawn, man. I'm tired today. Had a busy weekend. I got to work early tomorrow. But yeah, I had a busy day. Actually, I had a busy last couple days. I also went to like a wedding reception last night, so I was out a little bit late. And yeah, you know how those go. Trash Panda said if they can do Venom seamless, they can figure this out. Venom has joints though, I think, like in some, like he's not entirely seamless. I'm not sure exactly what part you're talking about, but I agree. Like if they can figure that out, I feel like they probably could figure it out some way. Like Clinton Martin says, third-party Street Fighter Cammy has stripes on the seamless body. Yeah, I don't know how that stuff works, but I feel like you probably could figure it out. Why they chose to go this direction, maybe the posability and stuff. I don't know.
That's what I was going to ask y'all. Is it a matter of the poses? Like you see how much articulation you get here. You get
that's
like
probably
really
why
cool
they probably wanted that, because like you got to be careful with those silicone bodies. Like they can rip. You got to be careful, with how hard you pose them. What's up, Fat Gadget? Fat Gadget says this should have been made like She-Hulk. Yeah, this is going to be like probably a well-known opinion in the community.
But isn't the She-Hulk like kind of a power pose type figure? Like she's not going to be able to do like a whole lot of posing, right? Like, am I wrong to think that? Like maybe that's why they did this, because they want.
I think
you
it
to be able
depends
to
on
pose
how far you want to push the silicone, and then what it looks like over time when it's posed bent. Because sometimes it can crease and stuff like that. So I think it all depends. But
yeah,
let's move on. Let's move along here.
Move along like you. All American Rejects, baby.
Keep it.
Man, what a great song, huh?
He says it's a crime that interior joints can't bend more than 90 degrees. Yeah, that sucks. That does suck. Let's just talk about She-Hulk while we're on the topic. Then we'll go back to HONO.
Yeah.
And then we'll talk a little bit about some other stuff too. But I want to talk about this figure. This is like, I do not know when the last time was Hot Toys released something on a Saturday night. Like this, I was like, what the hell is going on? But Saturday night. So yeah, seamless, looks a lot different than what we just looked at, right? With Avatar. Are you getting this?
No. I don't want to do this thing.
Did you watch the show?
I did not watch the show. No. I don't want to do this thing that I've been
if you didn't
doing.
Watch the show, yeah.
Where I really get hyped because the pictures look really good, and I'm like, yeah, I'm getting this, and then I've realized like a week later, like, oh, you know what? I'm actually not getting this because I have 50 other things I'm doing. But yeah, I'm not getting this, dude. What about you?
I'm not getting this, but this figure's a really cool looking figure in my mind. Like they nailed it.
This is about as good as you could hope it was going to look.
Yeah.
I'll put it that way.
This looks very, very close to the prototype. Also, this is like, they did such a good job with this, with the wrists. Like you can, it's like a barely visible wrist peg. Like you can't really even see the peg, but like this is about, I feel like, as good as you can get when it comes to removing hands. I'm like, look at this one. You cannot even, like, it almost looks natural the way that they did. This one is open a little bit more, but it looks like you can get the hand angle to where like it fits kind of really close to the, like into the wrist and forearm to where it looks natural. But
so let me ask you
really...
this, because you might have experience with this and I don't. The posability of this. So we're seeing that we get some arms. You know, Clinton says she looks pretty posable. I agree. It does look posable. You were talking about stuff wearing over time. Is that maybe the issue if you pose this type of stuff?
It's just, I think the concern is like if you leave it bent like this with her elbow like this, and then you go to straighten it out, you're probably going to have creasing in the arm. And then the other thing is if you push it too hard, or like it comes down, some of this comes down to just like how you care for your figures and how your climate control is and stuff too. Like this silicone can like rip open and stuff too if you're not careful. You know, like it takes one little wrong, it takes like you move one wrong way and like it tears, like that's it. You know what I mean? You can't fix that.
Right.
So you can pose it, you just have to be really careful. Like the one that I have is like Warner Brothers 100 Wonder Woman. Like I'm just very careful with it because like don't want to mess anything up. With that being said, at the same time, like it can be forgivable too. It's not like if you're just like bending and straightening the elbow gently, you're not just gonna rip it. So it just depends on how much risk you're really willing to take. But like you could do this pose, and I'm sure that people will. You know what I mean? I don't have a ton of experience like having figures like this to where I do like max posability with this. Usually I do something simple, like Clinton says she looks pretty posable. Yeah, I would think so. I would think it's probably going to be fine. Also, for this one too, I'll talk about in a second. Clinton says, not for me, this is the only Marvel show I stopped watching. For this one, there's probably a joint in here where like the shoulder seam is disconnected to where you can rotate the shoulder without putting a bunch of stress on the silicone, because she's wearing a shirt. So you can cover up this entire joint by having this shirt on, and you can still have the arms be seamless. You don't have to worry about like this like Scarlet Witch situation where the shoulder joint is completely exposed because she has a t-shirt on. You know what I mean? So that makes it a lot easier. I'm guessing underneath the shirt, her shoulder joint has a ton of mobility to where you don't have to worry about messing up the silicone. So the main areas you're probably gonna have to be careful are the elbows and the knees. You know, just like bending the knees too far. But I don't know how many people are gonna do something like really crazy with this figure. You know what I mean?
Well, you know, cool. Man, I mean, I'll put it this way, dude. I think that this one, you know, I just like the way Hulk looks. Like it's just cool. Like Hulk, She-Hulk, like the green really pops. It reminds me of the comic books, man. It just reminds me of Marvel. It's like, you know, again, and I keep saying it, but it's true. Like, you know, we might not get this figure again. We might not get this version of She-Hulk again. So that plays into some decision making if you're a Marvel, you know, collector, you know. So again, I think it looks really good. I mean, that's the problem. Everything that's coming out looks really good. And so
yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah.
I think too, like she's supposed to, I think, play a role in whatever's coming next for Marvel. So like I think we'll see the character. Are we gonna see this exact outfit? Potentially not. Was the show, I saw the show. It was okay. Like I did not like the last episode. It was very like, I guess I can talk. Well, you haven't seen it?
Well, I know everything about it. Like breaks the fourth wall and all that. Yeah,
like how it like basically like kind of spoilers for the show if you haven't seen it. But at this point, if you haven't seen it, you don't care probably. But yeah, like how basically like a whole entire episode basically takes place of all this stuff happening, and then it all gets like undone. And then what she wants to have happen takes place. It's really just like, I just wasn't really for that. It was really kind of just bizarre. But yes.
And here's the thing too. Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, last thing I was going to say, or not last thing, but before you get to the comments was, I think it looks really good, man. And I love the purple with the green. We haven't talked about that hair.
Yeah,
so once you've read I saw a comment talking about the hair. So once we've read some comments, we'll talk about that.
Yeah, I saw that same comment. Stacy says, I was just going to say that's weird. This has been released on a Saturday. Has it ever been done before? I don't know. I was surprised when I saw it. I was up late and I saw it. They call me because I'm like, hey, this figure looks like my ex. Well, that sucks. Trash Panda, this is what I'm talking about, not getting it, but awesome figure. I think they nailed it as far as the figure goes, in the like the likeness and the look of the figure.
Agreed.
Yeah, so Keith said the same thing as me. Problem with silicone is all the marking, like all the markings on their skin, right, for Avatar. So I feel like that's where it's kind of tough, but I don't know. Yeah, MB says the blended silicone for action figures only existed for a few years. No idea how long they'll last. Yeah. Clinton says not a fan of the sculpt. Still looks like Ogre Fiona from Shrek. I will say, like, she doesn't.
On,
I will say, I like the look is okay. Like I can see where you're coming from, honestly. Like the look is.
Do we got like a zoomed in on the sculpt? Can we look at like a more zoomed in?
This is a really good point by the Call Me Queso Blanco. The hair is going to be a problem to move the head. If you look at these photos, the head's moving like 10 degrees, 20 degrees each direction. Like right here, not moving, just the eyes are moving. This is where rolling eyes is like your best friend.
I like that pose right there.
Yeah, this is funny. Rolling eyes is like the only thing that you can use. Like this looks really good, but the rolling eyes are gonna like make it for the expression of this figure, because you're not gonna be rotating the head much. The hair comes all the way down the back, it's over the shoulder. You rub this right on this white shirt, like it's just like there's not a lot of maneuverability with this hair right here. This is purely her head barely moved and her eyes rotated. Right, all of these photos are like that. Like her head is barely moved and it's all, look at, barely moved to her right, rotated eyes, barely moved, rotated eyes. So this is where like the rotated eyes really comes into play. Well, again, here she's not turning her head much.
Well, and even that pose where there's good. A little, yeah, I think. See, I think really good. I mean, I know y'all are probably kind of being a little bit like y'all are kind of joking. But like that to me is like what she looked like in the show. So again, that's kind of how I base it on. Is like, what did they promise us in the prototype? What did it look like in the show? And like I said, this looks exactly like the prototype. So
yeah, it looks
like
really good.
Been talking about, man, like if you were excited about getting the She-Hulk, you're just as excited now. And it's cool that this figure came out this good, because with the show not being very successful, ratings not being great, they could have pulled some resources, put them somewhere else, but they still made a really great figure, which I think's awesome. But yeah, just not for me right now. But I will say, man, I'm never going to say never, because this is one of those pieces that if I can find it for like, you know, that Endgame Hulk, the price that's going for now, if I can find it for like $100 cheaper down the line,
down the road,
I could pick this up. Yeah, it's just cool, unique piece, you know?
Good point. I want to point this out here too in this photo, unless it's lighting, but I don't think it is. You can see scuffs on the silicone on her arm right here.
Yeah.
These white lines. You can see this right here. Like, so that's another thing with the silicone is like, if you hit it on something or you scuff it or something, you're probably not, you're not going to be able to get that out. You know, sometimes the plastic figures are a little bit more forgivable. If you like hit it on something, one, you could always like, I guess, repaint it, but you could also like, there's ways to kind of like buff things out a little bit easier than on this. But like you can see little marks on here on the
what's the retail on this? Is it like $290?
I'm not sure.
I'll check.
I'll look it up.
Yeah,
but this is cool. Also, I don't really mind the creases, like when you flex the knee and flex the elbows. Like even if you bend up like this and it's gonna crease when you take it out, like that crease is natural looking. So like I don't really see a problem with that in the forearm and the knees. Like having a crease right here is completely natural. This looks cool, man. Look at like the muscle definition in her legs and stuff too. The forearms, you can see her triceps, like back of the arm. It just looks,
yeah,
it looks good. It looks
dude,
good.
It's about that 290 to 300 range. That's here.
Expensive. Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, because you don't get much with this. Like you're getting, it's a bigger body. It's like whatever.
The arm looks kind of weird here. Like this looks like
the legs look
rubbery
great.
Arm. Yeah,
the leg, get the pose, look at that. The legs. Yeah, dude,
like they get like all like the anatomy and like muscle definition down really well, even in like the forearm.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what you have to almost knock out of the park with these Hulk figures, man, because you're not going to have the best, you know, costumes. You know, you're not going to have the best. You really got to, you know, hit it out of the park with that, you know, legs, arms, all that stuff. So, yeah, man, this looks good, dude. I feel the same way about it. Like I do that Jane Foster. Like probably not gonna be in my collection, but ones that I think look phenomenal.
Yep. We got another Grand Admiral, Andreas IB in the house. She-Hulk season 2 canceled, but she will show up again. Yeah, she's gonna show up again, right?
Yeah. And Yeah, I guess I should have said this iteration of the character. I'm not sure if like.
No, I
she'll
got
have
you.
a
Like, yeah, in
different-
the show, like
Yeah.
you probably, yeah. Clinton says looks like we're gonna need an artist in She-Hulk for posability. Keith, 290. You are dreaming, Justin.
Keith, I think it is 290.
Whoops. Yeah, you looked, didn't you?
I looked it up. Man. Research.
Oh shoot, I didn't put a poll, but that's okay. That is okay. Let's talk about HONO Studios. So I didn't put Wolverine in the thumbnail. You want to talk about him real quick?
Yeah, I'll talk about it. I'll get my quick thoughts right here. I think
I'm gonna go through
awesome.
Wolverine. I'm gonna go through Wolverine, then I'm just gonna go through the photos, but then I'm gonna pull up the Spider-Man too. Okay.
Yeah, I've seen in-hand stuff of this. I've seen
This is so
reviews on
dope.
this.
I
This
love
figure
this.
looks phenomenal, and I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. For the price point, dude, I'm definitely gonna be picking up some of these HONO Studios figures, like because that Magneto. The only reason I'm contemplating this Wolverine is because I'm getting the Hugh Jackman one down the line. It's kind of a similar, look, but that Magneto is 100% coming home. Like that, like this price point for the quality you're getting, I'm very impressed with this, man. We were saying we were waiting to see what the in-hand stuff looked like from HONO, and now that we've seen it, dude, like this is going to be a really lucrative line for them. I think I love that we're getting something at a different price point at this quality.
Yeah. Also, Keith says 305 on She-Hulk, and I'm looking too, Justin. It's 305. What's wrong with you? Where are you
I'm
looking?
telling you, man. I've seen it too. No, hold on.
I'm looking at Sideshow right now. She-Hulk 305. Where are you looking at this?
Underground Figures 290.99, gentlemen.
Oh, he's looking at Underground Figures where you can save yourself some moolah. There you go. There you go.
Dude, was that not the best segue
Dude,
to product placement you have ever seen? Nah, I hear you though.
Pretty good. That was pretty good. We'll say 305, but get at Underground Figures 5% off MSRP. Save yourself some money. Mention me if you email them. Yeah, this looks cool, man. I'm with you on everything you said. I think this is a great this is so cool. For the value is just there for what you get for this. You get a really nice unboxing experience. I love this box art. I love how you can put a comic on the back. It's like a comic slab. The base is nice and wide. You can pose this guy like with a more dynamically, right? I think the figure looks awesome. I love the seamless arms. Like they gave this thing a ton of detail for the price that you're getting.
Yeah, dude.
It's really hard to not go down this. I'm trying, and then with like all this X-Men 97 hype, like I'm really trying, because then they got Magneto coming out too, and I'm pretty sure they teased Thor as well, like a comic Thor. That one I probably wouldn't get, but
wait till you see it though, man. I mean, you never know.
The comic strip in here. Oh, so
that's what
cool,
I'm saying,
man.
Steve. Like the thing that I love about what HONO's doing is that I'll be honest, man. I love the presentation. I love getting all these accessories, these bases. I love it. Like it's awesome. It makes the opening experience great. But if I'm being honest, those accessories normally don't see the light of day very often. Like I pose the figure the way I want to pose it with the accessory I want, and then all that extra stuff. It's cool to have it. I'd rather have it than not. But it just goes to show you when you're not having to pay for the likeness of a popular actor or actress, when you're not having to add a diorama base, or you're not having to add all these accessories, to get this at this quality, when honestly this is how we'd probably pose the figure anyway with this type of character. I love it, dude. And having these, like Steve was alluding to, having all of these in a line would look phenomenal. You could put whatever comic you want behind it, and
So cool.
the box is badass, dude. I love the box.
I love this. I think this box is so underrated. The fact that you can do hold on, let me go to the picture. I think, where's it at? There we go. So this is something that for Hot Toys boxes, it's not a huge deal, but you have to like take the cover off, like the main box lid, and then you have to take out like the art, like the photo, like the art box strip, or like the whatever it's called, the sleeve you pop off. Like you have the art box lid, and then you have like the sleeve that you take off, and then you take off the plastic shell. Like I try to do this on a table, I'm putting shit everywhere. This is so cool how you can just like pop the bottom piece open, lift the top flap up, and then you have all your stuff. I think that is so cool. I don't know if there's maybe there's a plastic shell. I'm guessing there's probably a plastic shell or something that sits over top of this, but it's like, dang, you have this just like this, and then to store it, boop boop, you're done. You close it up. You don't have to like put the plastic shell on, put this other little the picture strip on, put the lid on. Like, it's just, this is just like seems like a nicer experience when it comes to opening up a figure that I think is just really cool. And like on top of that, it's just a cooler experience looking at this and being like, dang, look at there's like this comic stuff in here. Like, I just think it's so cool, man.
Dude, it looks like he came to life and opened the box himself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Wolverine.
I know, it's really
like,
cool.
It looks like
really cool they did.
Yeah.
This is a really good point by Clinton. Says this this is 160 with seamless arms and interchangeable mouth plates. Spider-Man is more at 175 with less. I think they made this a loss leader to get us into HONO. I think you might be right. Like, I think maybe they did price this a little less so people are like, oh dang, like this is a really like exactly what we're talking about. Like, this is an amazing value. Like, I'm getting this. You get this figure in hand and you just like do really good quality stuff, and then like I should say good quality for the price, and then you have people locked in, right? I think maybe there is something to that for sure.
And look, man, with how expensive these figures are getting, I mean, we're seeing InArt, we're seeing all these companies, we're even seeing Hot Toys. They're basically like, now it's 300 minimum, and now you're getting up to 450 for the artists and all this stuff. I'm loving that they went this direction. They're like, hey, we're going to give you more of a entry level price point in the 6 scale. And to me, this quality, and I think you might be right. Like, maybe they get us in at this price and then raise it. But I would just say, as of right now, let's take advantage when they are this price, because I think these just look really, really good. And I think I'm excited for the collectors that don't really need the Hugh Jackman sculpt, that just want, the Jim Lee X, the Wolverine, and they can get that comic version. There's a lot of comic fans out there, myself included, that are okay with just, like Steve said, the X-Men 97 is really huge right now. Having this, Magneto, they've already hinted at a Thor. We just got a Spider-Man. Like, there's a lot of cool stuff they could do with this line, man. So I'm hoping that they still keep it at that price, because it's just refreshing to see I can get a great figure for 160. As opposed to like, damn, dude, this is really nice, but like, this is 355, or something.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure. Trash Pan, like Trash Pan says, getting Deadpool Wolverine, this would be coming home otherwise. So our review on JP, I'm guessing JP, it means Jedi Patrol's channel. Great figure for 160. Yeah, I know it's a lot of people.
Great
Some
value.
people are probably gonna be, yeah, I'm kind of like, I'd rather have Deadpool Wolverine, but this is like enticing, right? As well. What's up, Star Crash 1138? Looks ... but easy pass. Maybe you thought it looks good. Maybe a typo. He says, not to mention how quick it took from announcement to release. Yeah, it was very quick. That's a really good point. Very, very quick. Yeah, figure how to review is great value for sure. Yeah, I think it looks great as well. And then, so we get that, and then like they like end up doing this this comic symbiote suit Spider-Man, which is all fabric. So Spider-Man fans and Spider-Man collectors rejoice, because now you can pose a Spider-Man without worry of it getting damaged. But this one comes in at what, $15 more? I think it's like you're paying a higher price for this. When you look at Wolverine and you look at everything you're not getting a head sculpt with this. You're just getting a fabric suit on a body, which to me looks like it's a Miles Morales body. Looks like they're taking us into the Spider-Verse Miles body and putting this suit on it. And I know, like in the comics too, for symbiote suit, like the early on stages of this suit, like Spider-Man's like kind of slimmer build and stuff, but like when you think about this suit too, you think of it being like a little bulkier, right? So this is like just an interesting that this is so much, or I shouldn't say so much, but it's definitely more expensive. Like look at the body even in this picture right here compared to this, you know what I mean? Like just a lot more bulkier in like the upper body across the chest and stuff. Just yeah. Zex is not, Miles is tiny. Yeah, maybe this might be a little bit bigger than that. But this is badass. Honestly, like this is really cool. I really love the symbiote suit. I think this looks really cool. And again, like sub $200, you're kind of like, this is like a really enticing line. I think this looks really cool. Nick says he's been lurking the whole time. He says, yeah, another skinny black suit Spidey. Yeah, it is. I think it's like a little bit too skinny. Yeah, it's cool. It looks cool. It's cool with the fabric. You can pose the heck out of this all you want. This is a good point. I was just about to say this, worried about the spider decal peeling sooner than later. This looks like it's like a screen printed, is that what you would say? Like if you take a t-shirt to a shop and you get it screen printed on there.
Yeah, it's like a Cricut machine thing.
Yeah. It looks like this is just like, yeah. You go in to order some t-shirts and you get it printed onto the shirt. That's kind of what this looks like, which that makes me nervous too. Yep.
Yeah, I think it's Spider-Man, and that's cool. But yeah, this one, I think it looks good. Don't get me wrong.
This logo looks like it's like not adhered as iron on. Yeah.
This looks cool. Like. Don't get me wrong, but the Wolverine and the Magneto look way better than this does. Like and plus, it doesn't help that we just got that awesome Spider-Man 2, black suit Spider-Man that looks just amazing. I like how that almost looks like an organism is actually like living. And I know they're two different suits or whatever, but I'm just saying like it does come off the heels of that
and stuff.
Yeah. But this is really cool.
It's hard to beat, but you're paying half the price.
You're paying half the price, but I will say
maybe not that exactly, but you know what I mean.
This announcement, even though it is Spider-Man,
pretty close.
This one just doesn't. This one looks a little bit like it's 175, whereas where I feel like the Wolverine looks like it shouldn't be 160. Like that's a 200 plus figure that you're getting for 160. This looks like a $150 figure you're paying 175 for.
Yep. This is a really good point. Nick says, I think what would have been a cool thing for this is if they did a metallic blue under the body to have it shine through the fabric. They're doing that for the Across the Spider-Verse Miles.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that would have been really cool to add something in like that, because that's how it is like, and that's what it looks like in the comics. He says same elbow and knee joints as the movie Miles figure. Ben's naturally love that they include a set of McFarlane eyes. Yeah, it looks really cool. I like the eyes too. Clinton says the symbiote suit, the webs came out of the top of the hands. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. You don't get like, see, you can see down in here, see the blue.
Oh yeah.
That would have been cool. But yeah, you look at this, I don't want to say it's plain because it's really cool. I think they captured it nicely, but like then you look at Wolverine and you're like, damn, like how is this more expensive? That's just me. Stacey says easy pass for me. Zach says not when Black Cat makes him the black suit. Are you saying like I'm not sure what are you talking about, when he was like when he's smaller? I don't know.
And see, that's what I'm going to be interested to see is like, are we going to start getting comic book villains? Like, are we going to start getting, Green Goblin from the comics? Are we going to get Doc Ock? Are we going to get, some more X-Men villain? Like, I want to see more villains coming out of this HONO line. I know they're going to start out with the big hitters. I get that, but I would love to see like, the Sinister Six and HONO Studios. Like, cause those are ones that, again,
what are they going to do? Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
This is a really this line has a lot of potential for Hot Toys to be connected to. Like Hot Toys is connected to this in association with them. I don't know what their partnership is, but Hot Toys is like pushing this brand, right? Like they're posting it on it's like a sub brand of Hot Toys. I don't know. Like does Hot Toys own this company? You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I'm with you. My camera's shut down. Let me get this
camera
back rolling.
Yep, you're frozen.
Made it an hour and a half though, bro.
Nice. I got you. Secret was alien symbiote. The second time is a cloth suit. Clint says everyone was complaining about the bottom of the feet not being blue like in the comics. Yeah, I see. I see what you're saying. Yeah, it's cool. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna get this. I don't know. How is HONO the one releasing bendable webbing and took this long to get it? Great question. Like, why don't we have webbing like this for like other Hot Toys? The webbing in some of the Hot Toys is not good. like that clear looking webbing. Yep. But anything else you want to say about HONO Studios? They're doing some exciting stuff, man. I think this is like, these are cool. Yeah, it's hard not to go down this path of getting this, you know what I mean? Because like you're already collecting Hot Toys, and it's like, oh, these are like value and they're so cool and like they're easier to get price wise and stuff. But I don't know what I'm gonna do yet when it comes to these. We'll see.
Yeah, I think it would have like Spider-Man is a no-go for me unless they do particular suits that I don't get from Hot Toys, just because we already get so many Hot Toys Spider-Man figures that I feel like the Wolverine's unique, that even though we're getting that Hugh Jackman one, like that one is such an iconic look for Wolverine. And then even Magneto, like when are we going to get a Magneto, from the movies? We still haven't gotten a Fassbender, so the Magneto I'm actually the most excited for, simply because I just feel like I don't know when we're going to get a live action Magneto,
Yeah.
So with Spider-Man, man, I feel like they're going to do so many suits in HONO for Spider-Man that you're going to fall into that same problem we're falling with Hot Toys, where you just have so many suits and they're just going to keep coming out with them. But granted, you are going to be able to have an entry level point of like, 175. Hopefully they stay at that price. And if they do, that gives people a chance to actually collect some of these that might not, now somebody that only gets like 1 or 2 Hot Toys a year, maybe they can get, 5 or 6 HONO figures a year that they're really happy with, because they don't really care about having the Tom Holland head sculpt. They just want the comic version of the character. So I'm excited for collectors that want to get into 6 scale, but the price kind of scares them a little bit, because I get it. That was me for a while. So I'm excited for a new price point.
Yeah, I'm excited too. I'm wondering, like, why do this right when you have the black suit coming out from the video game too? Like, why not just wait until that figure is like, you can still pre-order that figure on Sideshow, even though it's released. It's whenever they end up shipping it. Expected to ship July to December, and it's out. Yeah, on a 6-month window on expected to ship.
Do we think that some of the Marvel 85th anniversary stuff could be HONO, or is that just a Hot Toys deal? Like, could they throw out some? Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm interested to see that.
Hot Toys presents HONO Studio, so it's gotta be. It's gotta be owned by them, I feel like. One second. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Hey, we got Riley in the house. What's up, Riley? The first Spider-Man I don't want. Damn. What's up? Yeah, this is an interesting figure. Interesting figure for sure. But thank you for being here, Riley. Guys, if you haven't already, go check out Riley. He's doing a lot of great stuff over on his channel. I'm jealous he has in our Batman. I need that figure. I need mine. We got Darth Malgus for Emperor in the house. What's up, man? He says, evening, gents. More villains, please. I agree.
That's
Thanks for being here, man. Thanks so much.
That's what I want to see. Yeah, from like Sinister Six, like we talked about Zach said, Sinister Six also. That would really get my attention. Because with Hot Toys, man, you're not getting as many villains, and obviously not, because sometimes they're only in like one movie, so. Yep.
We got Grand Moff of the channel Batman Collectibles in the house. What's up, man? He says, good evening, gentlemen. Looks like the Mezco. It looks just like the Mezco Spider-Man. Exactly. Yeah. It's cool, but yeah, I haven't been like really, I don't know what I'm gonna do with these HONO figures yet. I'm kind of waiting to see. I don't know. I'm like really kind of into X-Men 97 right now. So yeah, I don't know. It's tough, man. There's so much, like you said, there's so much stuff coming out. I'm kind of just holding off. Cause it's still expensive. Like it's still not just like a very limited or very little amount of money. Like it's still expensive.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Keith says, I think they should have released the HONO Wolverine before announcing the MCU Wolverine. For sure, they lost some pre-orders after the announcement. Yeah, they probably did lose some, like people not wanting to buy, or yeah, with people not wanting to buy it.
But here's the thing with that though, you already have it in hand. That Deadpool Wolverine one, you're gonna have to wait at least, I don't know what, maybe 18 months to get that one in hand. Plus, it's like half the, because that Wolverine one with that Hugh Jackman sculpt is like, I don't know, $325. But a nice little segue here. But I totally agree, Keith. Like, they probably did lose some, but I do think having it in hand right now really helps. Because like Steve said, X-Men 97, Deadpool Wolverine, like, you know, X-Men hype is like as high as it's been since the original X-Men movie came out, you know? So I think it's a good time. But this looks great.
Yep. Yeah, I just want to transition.
Deadpool.
I just wanted to play this here, but yeah, I'm just gonna let this play through. But yeah, man, HONO's doing some cool stuff. I'm excited to see kind of what they end up doing, next. Yeah, I didn't put up a poll for that one, but this is the last thing that I believe, right? This is the last thing we got on the list, right? We talked about She-Hulk, Mighty Thor, Neytiri, Mark 6, HONO, and now I wanted to get to this inevitable release, right? We know Deadpool. Whoops, we know Deadpool's coming. I just want, also, before I do that, I want to give a shout out to 16lovers on Instagram, who's always posting great stuff and posted this video. And he tags me a lot of stuff, and he does some really great pictures. Also, we talked about his his photos last week for Kang, the Kang figures. Or the Kang figure. He had a bunch of photos, and he had like ones that were actually in hand because Hot Toys did not do the blogger photos. Tristan says, outside of my guy Deadpool, it's getting easy to pass on a lot of these announcements. So it's a good time to be able to pass on figures. You know,
that's great discipline, man. It really is. I wish I had that strength.
Yeah. So this looks really good, man. I don't have a Deadpool figure. I've been waiting on a Deadpool figure once I knew Deadpool 3 was going to come out, and the rumors started swirling about like Wolverine being in it, and like I was like, I will not buy a Deadpool figure until that movie comes out, because inevitably we're going to get one.
With the Ryan Reynolds sculpt this time.
I think it's still going to happen. I do think it's still going to happen. But dude, this figure looks dope, man. These two together, is gonna be
incredible.
These two together look so cool,
dude. We're getting. I've been saying this, Steve. We are not only getting these versions of the characters, we will be getting another Wolverine and another Deadpool that are going to be variants in the movie. No question about it. We're for sure getting the Ryan Reynolds sculpt. We will get this announcement this week.
Ooh, that Wolverine's looking dope.
We will get the full Deadpool announcement this week. I really believe that.
I feel like we probably will. I feel like it's safe to say we will. The figure's out. They're doing this event thing, I guess, for it. This is cool. This is a giant life-size Deadpool. Yeah, this is actually kind of like I don't know if it's like a promotional event, but looks really good, man. Eric says Hot Toys probably improved the Deadpool suit. Yeah, I don't really know much about the other ones, so I can't really speak to like. I've never owned them. I know like they're pleather. I've seen some people have issues where the pleather's flakes and stuff like that. Hopefully they improve the suit. I'm guessing this is pleather. It looks like it is. I don't really know. Unless they make like some other things leather. We'll find out. We'll find out when they reveal it, but looks like it to me. Nevertheless, it's still gonna be a badass figure. I don't really go too crazy with posing anyways. You know what I mean? I'll do something cool with it, but I'm not going to do anything crazy dynamic. I just don't. I'm not good at it either. But yeah, man, what are your thoughts? Wait, hold on. You're getting the Wolverine, right?
Oh God. Yeah.
Are you getting this too?
Absolutely. Yeah. That's why this makes it easy to pass on the figures we just talked about, because it's like, you know, like Tristan said, like, hey, it's easy to pass because I know I'm going all in on this Deadpool Wolverine line. Like I'm kind of in I mean, it's not as easy for me because I want everything, but this movie is I'm definitely getting these two, and I'm afraid how much I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get from this line. It kind of reminds me of Ahsoka, the level of stuff we could get from this line, because as we've talked about. This is the one Marvel release this year. This movie is already tracking to do insane box office numbers. This movie is going to get people in the theater. It's one of those movies that people are they do not want to wait. They don't want anything to get spoiled for them, and that's the key to a lot of this stuff. You gotta get people excited to actually go see it, and having stuff potentially get spoiled for you is a huge incentive. So to wrap this up in a nice little bow, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna be as excited as I was for the Hugh Jackman Wolverine, Steve, but I will say this: if we get the same level of Ryan Reynolds sculpt as we got with Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, it will be right there with it, because we've yet to see that from the Deadpool figure. And I just think these two, I mean, these are already just shaping up to be two of their best selling figures of all time. And I would guess. And so with that head sculpt, man, I cannot wait.
They got to do a head sculpt for Ryan Reynolds, I feel like.
Oh, 100% it's going to happen. 100%.
They have to
I truly believe it.
Yeah, for this movie in particular. Yeah, like, what was I going to say? I had a thought about this. I had a thought about it, but I forgot. It slipped my mind. You said something and then I forgot. You went on to another thing, but yeah, man, it looks good. It looks really good. I'm excited to see what they do for this line. Like you said, you brought up Ahsoka and how many figures. Like, I wonder how deep they're going to go for this line. I remember what I was going to say. I hope the movie's good. And like Deadpool 1 and 2 were like, I enjoyed them. I wouldn't say they're like absolutely amazing movies. You know what I mean? Like compared to some other stuff. So like, hopefully they I hope that this movie's like a notch above those two. You know what I mean? And it seems like it's going to be, because they're incorporating like the MCU into it and stuff. So it's probably, when you get that incorporated into it, I'm sure it's probably going to be fine. But I hope the movie's good. I hope this isn't just like hyped up and it's oh, the movie's okay.
Yeah, and I hope it doesn't have the same effect that No Way Home had, where you went to see it, and when you left the theater, you were on such a high, the nostalgia wave, you know, that you overlooked some of the issues with that movie. It was still a good movie, but I think that on rewatches of that movie, people kind of were like, oh, okay. Like once you like kind of get away from the reveal, I am worried about this happening with this movie, that they're going to have so many cameos and reveals that they're going to focus more on that than a great story. But the one thing that gives me hope is in the trailer, you know, just seeing Hugh Jackman with some of his acting in that, and that this could go a little deeper with like, just instead of just being a flat out comedy, there could be some real emotional stuff in this, which I'm hoping they do. But I'm with you, man. I think it would suck if we were this hyped that the movie came out and it was a dud, you know, but I'd be shocked.
I think you make a really good point about Wolverine too, because Hugh Jackman, I know he was like done. He's like, I'm not coming back. And then like he was convinced to come back. So like if he's convinced to come back, knowing his history with the character, you would think like the direction they're taking him as a character is a good one that he's comfortable with and wants to do. You know, I think that's a really big part of it too. And we know how good he is as Wolverine, and like the nostalgia factor for this movie is just going to be freaking through the roof. That's going to be insane. Yeah.
Well, and you see there and for the love of God, Deadpool and Wolverine, stop showing stuff, man. Like
I know. You know, they shouldn't have done this new TV spot. They need to just stop showing more stuff.
Exactly, dude. Everybody's already going to go see it. Quit it.
Stop showing like more stuff in the I just stopped watching. I watched the main trailer for it. Other than that, I haven't seen anything else. I'm just avoiding it all.
Well, dude, that's what sucked, is I was just watching TV and it came on TV and like I couldn't get to the controller in time, but
you can get to the controller.
Yeah.
Sprinting over there. But yeah, this looks good, dude. This looks good. I'm excited to see it.
Yeah, man, this is gonna be so badass. Yeah.
And says they're gonna go deeper than the Ahsoka line with this movie. Yeah, that would be crazy if they did that. The amount of cameos, so like you mentioned the cameos, and like, please just make all the cameos, like, don't have plot holes when you do this stuff. Like, you gotta make sure it makes sense. And like MCU is like, I feel like kind of like Star Wars in the sense where like it's really tricky to navigate that stuff. You got to make sure like you do it justice. And when you have a bunch of cameos, like things can get really messy. And when you start messing with like bringing in TVA elements and like Loki seasons 1 and 2, but like when you're messing with timelines and stuff, like it just can get messy. So I hope I think it's gonna be good.
Yeah, and it does get tiresome. Like if you're watching a movie and everything is an in joke and everything's a look at the camera moment and everything's you got it. Like that's why I thought Deadpool 1 and 2 they had to have those emotional beats of like, you know, Josh Brolin with his storyline.
Yep.
I feel like Hugh Jackman's Wolverine is
good.
going to be that in this. It's going to be that like
I wonder what's going to happen.
Grounded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Doc Bats is going to see Golden Desert Eagle guns, please. Yeah, I hope they give us some cool accessories. I hope we get a diorama base with this figure. Please, please give us a deluxe with a diorama base. Not the hexagonal base. Hexagonal, right?
Yeah. And look, here's the thing.
Hexagonal.
Even though we're getting a bunch of cameos potentially, that doesn't mean we're going to get figures for it, you know, because if they do get like, you know, somebody mentioned Ben Affleck, Daredevil, like, dude, like to get that likeness fee, to do all that stuff, like just because like they're probably not even doing toys for these cameos because it would spoil the whole movie. And so that's an interesting thing, you know, is like, how deep are they really going to go? I definitely think we're getting at least probably 8 figures from this line. But I don't know, man. Ahsoka's already at like 13 or 14. So for me, I don't know if it's going to reach that level, but it could. But
yeah, and I think like what figures are they going to do? I feel like, yeah, I'm excited. That's going to be, they're going to unleash after this movie. I bet you the first week after the movie, we get some type of reveal. It's going to happen quick. But yeah, it's good to see some of you guys like Tristan still getting this, even though you have the Deadpool 2 figure, Brad as well, but Tristan's not getting that Wolverine, man. Emojis says Deadpool No Way Home. Yeah, basically they're gonna probably go pretty crazy with this one. Taylor Swift Dazzler is gonna be the best selling figure ever. Are they really gonna put Taylor Swift in it? I don't know.
It wouldn't shock me, but I don't think we're gonna get a figure.
I hope like if they do, like again, like I don't care if she's in it or not, but if she's in it, like it better be like a cool character, and like it better not just be like, oh, this is like really shitty acting. She's just in it because she's Taylor Swift. You know what I mean? Like,
did anybody like something? Did anybody like Ed Sheeran in Game of Thrones? I didn't.
Ed Sheeran?
Yeah, whatever.
Ed Sheeran. Oh,
that's what I call him.
Put some respect
hell
on
no.
Ed Sheeran's name, bro.
Hell no, not anymore. Not after he got in Game of Thrones somehow. That's when Game of Thrones totally took a dive, bro. Is when he was in there. What the hell is he doing?
I mean, there wasn't really any
reason
he didn't
for him to be in there. It was stupid as hell.
Yeah,
that
he
was
didn't.
Stupid as hell.
But that's what happens. Don't hate on Ed Sheeran for me.
No, I'll hate on Ed Sheeran. No, dude. In fact, the more you're defending him, the more I'm going to hate on him. But I have nothing against him. I have nothing against him as an artist. But don't come into the Game of Thrones world, man. You know what I'm saying? And play an harmonica, and that's what I'm worried about with this movie. That's the one thing I'm worried about with this movie is like, look who's in it. Look who's in it now.
Yeah,
look who's in this. You know.
Yeah.
I love you, Ed. You got great music, bro. But you know as well as I do.
I love you, Ed.
that could have went to another. That could have went to another actor.
Oh, no. Brother. Yes. Wow. Look at that. 1 hour, 56 minutes, 30 seconds. We got through all that stuff.
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
That was a tight show right there, man.
Typically, we would go like 3 hours. That would have been an easy 3-hour show. But I will say, so hold on, real quick recap. Of all the, okay, so you're not getting Mighty Thor. You're not getting She-Hulk. I'm not getting that. I'm like we talked about all these figures. The only one I'm gonna end up getting Deadpool. I'm getting the Mark 6. Those are the only 2 of all the stuff we talked about tonight that I'm getting. So a lot of releases. HONO Spidey announcement. Deadpool's coming, but of all these things, I'm only getting 2 things. Of 7 things, I'm only getting 2.
Yeah, this has been a busy week, but it hasn't been a wallet breaking week. Like it hasn't been like, oh my god, like 7 figures that I wanted.
Dude, it is for some people, man. The big sad is upon us. That's what I'm calling it. The big sad.
Yeah, I will say.
Invoices.
If you're getting everything, I mean, trust me, I'm getting the 2 Avatar, and then I'm thinking probably the Mark 6, And now I'm even contemplating, like, am I getting both Avatar figures now, or am I going to get one? I will say this. I'm probably for sure getting the Neytiri. And then I might get Jake later or something, but...
You got to get both.
I know, but that's the problem. That's the thing, is I do have to get both. And if I get the Mark 6, I feel like I got to have the gantry, man. So it's a tough bind right now. But
tough stuff, man.
Yeah.
Tough stuff. Christian says, where's Padawan Obi at, Steve? He'll happen. Give it time. Give it time. You gotta remember, Hot Toys is like, look at all the stuff in the pipeline this year to release. Like they're gonna trickle in announcements here and there too. They gotta have some stuff for it, like, to announce. And like there's a lot of stuff in Star Wars, but they've also have a lot of Star Wars figures already out. That's another thing. I know there's always more they could do, but you gotta do it at the right time. And I'm another thing. They're probably not gonna announce a Padawan Obi when these other Obi-Wans just started shipping. You know, the Mandalorian armor one and the Clone Wars one, and you got the show Obi-Wan coming out. Like I could see the show Obi-Wan coming out, and then like a month later they announce Padawan Obi. You know what I mean? Like I just don't know if they're gonna do it soon. I think the next Phantom Menace figure we get is Battle Droid. I think we're just gonna get the B1. That's what I think is gonna happen. But Padawan Obi-Wan has got to happen. Yeah. Where are any Obi-Wans? I know. Give all the Obi-Wans.
And here's the thing too, is we are getting
I would gladly take part in the big sad if they made Aemon Targaryen.
And that's the thing too, is like we've pretty much crossed off most of everything off that, like, you know, that photo where they show you what's coming. Like Steve said, you'll also get like one or two randoms in there. I definitely would not be shocked if we get the holiday special Mantis, the Groot, like those two were on that.
All that needs to happen.
Yeah. So again, they're definitely, you know, we'll see, man. But I do think they're going to sprinkle in something Star Wars this week. It's been heavy on the Marvel. I do think we're going to get that announcement for Deadpool, but I definitely think they're going to sprinkle something in there for Star Wars. I don't know if it's going to be a massive thing. It might be a release.
Yeah.
They're going to throw something at us.
Star Wars is always got things to do. You know what I mean? Just
yeah,
don't
Chris,
drop,
I'm
just
hoping.
Just don't drop the
can't get the armory right now.
Trooper. Just don't drop the Sand Trooper and Dewback.
Yeah.
This is a good point by Hot Toys Nightmare. Every summer, Hot Toys will have exclusives that are announced and released quickly. Yeah, they've been doing that. You know. Yeah.
And see, that's
yank.
And I appreciate that comment, Hot Toys Nightmare, because that's who you need to be talking to, is guys who've been in the game for a while, man. I'm kind of just in here just throwing out predictions because I'm hoping that I get one right one day, bro. But yeah, this is my first summer, man. This is my first Hot Toy summer, Steve.
First Hot Toy summer, man. Got to celebrate it and be happy with it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a fun time. The big sad is upon us, everybody. For those of you who don't know what the big sad is, that is where currently there is a waiting period for all of these figures to actually reach the United States. If you ordered through United States places, and they're probably all going to flood in at once. So prepare for the big sad. But there's happiness in mourning.
You know what, man? I'm gonna throw out a crazy prediction. I think that we're going to get, in the next 2 weeks, I think we're gonna get the Indiana Jones.
One day, my bearded Padawan. He's talking to you.
I think. Oh, thanks, man. I think we're getting that. Oh, dude.
Indiana Jones is Indy due this year?
Yeah, he's due this year. But Batman Collectibles brought up a great point, dude. That Batman Keaton 89 is on that thing.
Oh yeah.
God, that's another one, bro.
Yeah.
And me and you got the Me and you about to get that Holland Spidey, baby. About to get that Holland Spidey.
Yeah, blue suit shipped.
Yeah, man.
Well,
no. It's the 5th.
Oh, dude, mine shipped, bro.
You must have had it earlier than me or something.
Maybe you're a second round. You should check your email though.
I would think that knowing Ray, knowing who, knowing that I'm on Sneak Peek would get me that first badge.
Dude, you check your email today?
Yeah, dude. No, I didn't get it, bro.
Dang, bro. Well, that and 3PO.
That's crazy. So wait a minute.
3PO finally, dude.
So
wait, did you get standard or did you get standard or deluxe?
Deluxe. And you're getting yours early?
I wouldn't call it early. I mean, I got my shipping notification today.
Interesting.
Paid and shipped.
Interesting.
Sucker.
I just bought that Patrick Bateman, Ray, if you're in here.
Sucker. So. If you're in here. Oh, Riley says red and blue is so goated. I had to double take and get deluxe. Damn, he got a second one. Good for you, bro.
I respect that, Riley.
Good.
Because honestly, Riley, is it because you wanted the deluxe, or is it because you wanted to have one with the sculpt and one with the... Because that sculpt is insane.
You probably wanted that base, dude. Probably wanted that base.
Oh, yeah, the base, yep.
Christian says, Steve, did you get your mace shipped yet? No, I think it's July 9th is when mace is projected. Sometimes it's earlier, though. Like Spidey was supposed to be July 5th, but earlier. But maybe he... Also, I will say, too, like, it's the weekend. I wonder if he's working through... he might be working through emails and stuff for figures that he got in. So, like, potentially expect your invoice. Like, you might get it, like, later tonight or tomorrow morning. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I just sent Ray an email.
Oh, right. No, you didn't. Riley sold his... I got you. Riley sold his standard. Ended up regretting going standard because I have all the other dioramas. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. I'm sure you sold it for the price you sold it for was probably just fine.
Oh yeah.
Tristan says I have my... Who? I don't know who Goat Mace is, but is that a figure that released? Oh, he's talking about Mace Mid-Dew. Oh, okay. Got it.
Don't give in, guys. Don't give in. Don't give him the satisfaction.
What about your Clone Wars Obi and Attack of the Clones Anakin? No word on those. No word on Obi and Anakin yet.
Dude, I'm shocked that the Bad Batch clone hasn't gotten shipped yet.
Dude, figures are stacking, and then the big sad happens. Brace yourself for the influx.
What's the one that's you got? Yours is the dewback, right? Like that. If that came right now, that would just like hurt a little bit because you're like, damn it.
Yeah, there's no way that's releasing anytime soon.
Mine's the Armory, dude. The Armory's the one that I'm a little nervous right now.
Yeah.
Like I don't really want it yet, and so I'm fine if it goes a few more months. I do think we're about to start seeing a lot of the Guardians line personally. And again, somebody mentioned I think it was Nick mentioned the Spider-Verse figures. If you haven't pre-ordered your Spider-Verse and you really want those, I'm thinking now's the time to do that because I feel like when those come out in hand, those are going to be...
Some of those are already sold out.
Yeah, that line is going to be insane,
not sold out, I should say waitlisted.
Yeah. Like I think the Spider-Punk is now waitlisted, maybe, or it's close to. I know the Mile, I was able to get the ones I wanted pre-ordered, but yeah, dude, just a lot. I mean, it's an awesome time because we're getting a lot of stuff, but it's also scary, man. It's also scary. I like to call it the big scary too, Steve. If I can
scary,
join in on the big
Sunday
scary,
scaries
bro.
and big scaries.
Sundays. Yeah, man. Oh, Ray,
Zach,
just
when's Venom gonna hit? Whoops, all caps. Dude, Venom, I can't wait for that
bro.
figure, man. Potential figure of the year. Stacey says, hey, Steve, it seems like you just had your 1K sub stream and now you're at 2.54K. Wow, that went up fast. I am at 2,500 subs now because I popped up. Some of my shorts popped off. Put out a few shorts that one short got like 700 some subs from it. So
it's amazing what paying
give me a little
subs
boost.
will do.
Give me a little boost once you enter that algorithm.
Yeah.
What'd you say? It's amazing. What'd you say?
Well, when you pay for subs, it
first of all, if I'm paying for
really
if I was to pay for subs, I wouldn't only get like 1,500 of them.
You don't want it to look. You don't want it to look too. You don't want to go from 1 to 10.
I wouldn't get. That's funny. There's no way I would ever pay for subs. That would be crazy. Yeah, there's no way. There's no way. Eric needs to head out. Thank you so much, bro.
I'm just kidding.
Thanks so much. Grand Moff of the channel. He's out of here. Thank you so much, dude.
See you, Eric. Appreciate you,
man. Thank you. Stacey says congrats. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Stacey.
What else we got? That's it.
That's it, man.
Great
That
show,
was
man.
a nice show there, man. That was a nice show.
Dude,
got a lot of stuff done.
Bam.
2 hours, really good
Bam,
2
bam,
hours, man.
Just
Yeah.
great show. We had like 50 people in here the whole time, 50 plus, 60 plus at times. Great show.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Chat, you were amazing as always. Great show for how much stuff we had. I know I kind of had to keep the show a little bit shorter than usual tonight because I got some stuff going on. I actually have some family in town, but I still did the show tonight because there was so much news and I still wanted to do it, and I kind of already had it planned and set up. So there you go, did it for the people. Justin.
That's nice. That's nice of you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Justin, what do you got coming up on your channel?
I have a review up for this guy right here, the Iconic Studios American Psycho Patrick Bateman 6-scale figure. Go check that out. Listen, guys, listen. I'm going to let you in on something, okay? You don't have to watch it, man. Just go over there, just show it some love, just get, that would be more than enough. If you want to watch it, cool, but just showing some support helps me, so I'd really appreciate it. If not, no big deal whatsoever. I'm gonna have a few. I'm recording some videos right now because with the 4th of July coming up, probably gonna be a little bit busier than normal with family stuff. So I'll probably try to get some stuff recorded, and I'll definitely have 1 or 2 videos uploaded this week. And lastly, I just want to say, because I probably won't be on a stream before then, but I hope everybody has an amazing 4th of July. I really do. Be safe if you're going out to do something. Enjoy family if you're doing that. Like, whatever you're deciding to do, however you celebrate, if you do celebrate, just hope you have a great time. Be careful. And once again, thank y'all so much for being here, showing us support. It doesn't go unnoticed. Steve does a great job of talking to the chat, so y'all already know that. But just once again, thank y'all so much. Y'all have all kinds of other stuff you could be doing tonight, and you still come in and hang out with us, and that makes the show just so much fun, man. I look forward to Sunday nights every week, man. So really appreciate you guys.
Hell yeah, let's go. Well said, man. Well said. Yes. Yeah, guys, go check out Justin's channel. Link is in the description as always. What do I got coming up? I don't really I've been doing a lot of live stream stuff. That's basically it right now. I got some long form stuff I want to do, but I don't have a lot of time. Summer's just really busy right now for me. So, I don't know what I have planned. I have a couple figures I need to open. I'm in the process of kind of revamping my collection area a little bit, setting some stuff up, moving some stuff around. So that's taking up a lot of time. So I'll probably just be doing a lot of live stuff. You can catch me over on Wolfpack Wednesdays on the Jedi Knights Watch channel with those guys as always every Wednesday, 8:30 p.m. Central. And then, yeah, we'll be back. What's Sunday? Should be back Sunday. Sunday should be good. Actually, I should be fine for, I don't know if it's Sunday that's coming up where I won't be able to do the show. So, should be good for next Sunday. And then I'll keep you posted if I end up starting to do any other content. But, that is it. Justin, any last words for the people?
No. Other than this, because no makes it sound like, I mean, I've said what I had to say, but I'll just remind y'all again. Thank you. And on your way out, hit the like button if you haven't. That'll help Steve's the stream. And,
yes, please.
And yeah, just like I said, man, with it being busy, like I know a lot of people are out of town and stuff too. So once again, I just wanted to say thanks for even showing up. And the chat was so active tonight. Had a lot of topics, man. Had a blast. So I appreciate everybody.
Yeah, appreciate you all as always. And have a great 4th of July. Hope you all have a great holiday. It's on a Thursday, so it's kind of a random time off if you're not. I actually work all week. I work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I work Friday. But I'm off Thursday. But yes, have a great Wednesday, but yeah. have a great 4th of July. And again, I just want to say thank you to everybody who has supported the channel, and also to the people who joined the Evil Empire right when it started, who are now going on their 7th month. It's crazy. But I appreciate you all, whether or not you're a channel member or not. Always appreciate interacting with you all. Justin, it was great streaming with you. As always, great show. Until next time, happy Independence Day, everybody. Happy 4th of July. Long live the Empire. Collect carefully. See ya.